All right, welcome back, folks. We're trying this again. I tried to start the recording a second ago, and Civ4's the screen just completely disappeared on the recording. But now it's back, so now we're picking this up. Welcome, folks. If you're just getting here, we're just getting started. Hi there, folks. Last week I was on a Thanksgiving break, Thanksgiving holiday in the U.S., but now we're back again. I don't know how much time we're gonna have for today because I'm actually pretty tired today, and we just did a series of teamfight tactics games that were really fun, but also did last for the last couple hours. So anyway, what happened in the last session was we joined with Napoleon in running over Charlemagne's territory. So he is gone. Now, what's a little bit unfortunate is the territory that we took is a little bit squeezed between the borders of France and the borders of Ethiopia. So how useful all these cities are is a little bit questionable. But we did manage to still take a decent amount of territory. We ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10 cities. I only had, I think, 16 before this. So we can actually, train these up and expand their borders. That's pretty significant. What we're trying to do now is we're trying to get to the point where we have an obvious... Oh, and by the way, there's still borders that need to be updated. Maybe Napoleon will trade me his world map. Nope, he doesn't like me enough for that. Okay, apparently he doesn't trade world maps. So we'll just have to explore ourselves. Maybe we can get an updated map from Zara. Okay, just to maybe clear out some of the... All right, that updated some of the stuff. So we should be able to hold all the cities we have. Like, none of them are culture crushed. We'll be able to get some benefit. It would have been nice if we could have gotten Magdeburg, but that did not happen. But anyway, we long term we have to take over Napoleon because he is not going to stay peaceful. Even though he's pleased with us, he can declare war at please, and he's just too big of a threat. You can't leave him around long term. Problem is, look at this stack that he has here. He has, I don't know, like a dozen knights, and then he has like 15 maces, 10 pikes, 6 longbows. His military power is very strong, higher than ours. We're here, he's here. So he outguns us like 2-1. The good news is he's technologically backwards. Now he's teching to chemistry on the tech tree. Let's actually, so he's going for chemistry. He's almost certainly headed for military science. Pretty clear he wants to go for military science, but he is a million miles away from rifles, and that means he's a million miles away from calves, which is the tech we need to beat him. So he doesn't have music, he doesn't have nationalism, he doesn't have paper. So, I mean, no paper, no nationalism means you are a long way away from rifles. He's 4 techs away from rifles, and he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's 6 techs away from cuirassiers and cavalry, so that's really good. We need to hit him before he can make it to rifles. Like, that's what we need to do. We're going communism right now. We need to get to communism first because we want the Great Spy. That'll let us do another golden age. We'll revolt into state property, and then from there we can decide what to do. We might also want to pick up physics because airships would be really, really useful too. But communism has to be first because we don't want to lose the Great Spy prize. At the moment, I don't believe anyone can research that. Let's see. Wankon's pretty far behind. Zara, he doesn't have astronomy. Is that what's blocking him? Can he research scientific method? No, he can't do scientific method, can he? His constitution. Where is it? What is blocking him from researching this? Hold on. Scientific method. Where is he on the tech tree? So we do want to hit Napoleon, but we need to build up a little bit more. I need a few more units that are in this era. Where is this guy on the tech tree? I'm trying to figure out what he's missing. Oh, he doesn't have astronomy. That's it. He's missing astronomy. That's what's blocking him. Okay, I was like, he doesn't have scientific method, right? So no, he is missing astronomy. And then Mansa is also missing astronomy. Okay. Yeah, airships are a little weird. They're like airships should not be as strong as they are. They're a little bit funky. Alrighty. So what do we want to do? All right. So this is our big stack. I'd actually like to put my big one mover stack up here at trickle down. I also have like 1 billion workers now. Let's leave a rifle here, and then the others accepting the workers. Oops. Is it shift click? We're gonna move the rest of these up here to trickle down, and I'll stage my army like up here. All right. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these workers, but I'm not that far off from having railroad. Like, I'm actually only 3 techs away, so I don't want to get rid of these because I'm going to want to build a bunch of railroads. I might need to redo some tile. Oh, we can move them over here. I might need to redo some tile improvements over here. And then again, yeah, most of my army I'm going to put here. I also will need to put some units, like, in my territory in this area. Because, and like, I'm going to need some units. If I go to war with Napoleon, I do need, like, a garrison that's more than 1 axe here. And this is my heroic epic city, so I will need some units here. The good news is I should be able to cover a decent chunk of my territory with, like, some mobile stacks. But yeah, we're just continuing to build calves. I actually, once these observatories are done, I'm going to have all the cities that are doing observatories just, like, start doing mass calves. And how many do I have right now? 17. Let's get up to about 30. If we can get up to about 30, we can go. And we also would like some more, we'd also like to get out some catapults. We need some cats to hit his big stacks when they come in. Okay. So anyway, like I said, we're going to go over here to trickle down. And I just captured a whole bunch of workers over there too. All right. We're also still spreading Buddhism. We've been able to convert most of, yeah, definitely 2 defenders in some of these cities here. Okay. And we're going to need a rifle in this city here too. And I have 1 rifle there. But mostly we can sort this out in time. And we'll put the Great General. Okay, I'll leave you here just for this turn. Do I upgrade to an Explorer? It ignores terrain movement costs, so I think we actually do. It's not like that unit's going to be defending anyway. All right, and we're about to have War Weariness drop off next turn, which is going to be nice as well. Oh, we also want to get into Emancipation, because I think we're hitting the point in time where slavery is not that useful anymore. And Emancipation, we just don't want to deal with the unhappiness. Okay, let's go build lumber mills on these over here. All right, here we go. Here's our other siege units. Okay, let's put us 2 rifles in here, just so I can have 2 defenders. 2 defenders are nice because that way, if you get a like 1 really unlucky dice roll, you don't like lose a city. All right, the trebuchets are of course good for. No, we're not declaring war. The trebuchets are good against cities, but they're not very good against other units. The spy, your job is to stick with this big stack of Napoleon and just track where this goes. Because I need to know where that is. All right. You guys can heal. Actually, to save time, let's just grab the whole stack and move them in. So I've got this huge stack of calves. Any future calves I build, I'm just going to hold over here. Because like from deer space, they can maneuver to wherever I need them over here. Perhaps also considering pumping trebs for cannon upgrade. I'd rather build calves. I know I have a lot of calves already. I'm going to need more. The number I have is not going to be enough. I'm going to need more. So I'm going to keep getting more. All right. I would like 1 of you to go in here. And yeah, that's fine. 1 musket, 1 rifle in these cities is pretty good. Draft rifles, yes. Yes, you also go over here. And then here. Was I in the middle? This city is actually pretty safe, Panama. Like, it's surrounded on every side by water. So it's actually pretty safe. Alrighty, and here... Were we in the middle of... Yeah, we were in the middle of drafting. Thank you, by the way. Thanks for the reminder. Why weren't airships more ubiquitous pre-1915? Well, I mean, hot air balloons were around since the late 18th century, so like the 1790s, the first hot air balloon. But you can't control the direction of hot air balloons, so they weren't very useful. Like, they're pretty impractical overall. But once you could start, like, they did start getting used once people could put motors in them. Also, I think, would I rather have the observatory build faster? I think I want to work this tile and then that tile. Okay, so we don't have any more tiles to improve here. We could, I mean, we might as well chop down. Oh, how far along is this? Okay, we could also work the, do I do this instead? I kind of want this to, yeah, I'd rather get to the 8 production. That's actually pretty good here. But airships, once you could put what you needed, the ability to put like electric motors on them or some kind of motor on them to make them useful. So that's why they started popping up in the early 20th century. But then it turned out planes were just way more practical. I mean, they fly all right, but just planes are more practical. All right. Anyway, these workers, there's not really anything for them to do here. So let's come up to our captured cities and see if there's anything to do up there. Just keep track. All right. So we're about to get out of war weariness here. And, oh yeah, we're close on Statue of Liberty as well. That's going to be a nice little boost. So again, you can see if we can get the Great Spy, we can trigger a Golden Age. We will definitely trigger the Golden Age. I'm kind of thinking get communism, Golden Age, and then we'll go into, then we'll start our war. We'll go into a war right around that time or shortly after that. Yeah, I bet you probably didn't think we'd be talking so much about airships when you popped in here. All right, enter the industrial era. This does obsolete the Great Library and monasteries, but it had to be done. We have monasteries in the places we need. Now, this does mean not using our profit for a shrine because we did capture the Christian holy city. Where is the Christian holy city? Where is it? Oh no, we don't have it. Oh, that's right. We can take it from Napoleon if we. That's right. But I think the Golden Age is better. All right, 6 turn. Okay, we do not have enough to research this right now. We need a little over. We need like 1,500 gold to do this. But the good news is that's only like 2 more turns. That's how much is it at break even rate? 8 turns. That's about right. We'll just save gold for a couple turns then. Okay, and we do want to consider. Draftsburg here. Oh, I didn't draft, did I? Of course I forgot to draft again. Yeah. I know. I'll do it this. I promise I'll do it this turn. Here we can actually use the culture bug. Yeah, just to get those borders expanded faster. Because there's this tile. This city Draftsburg is actually really nice. Yeah, and we could add frost. What is it? Preserves, right? Yeah. I can actually use the culture bug in a bunch of these towns. So building culture, often not that useful, but in some situations like this it is. Sadly, this little city trial is kind of useless without this, but we can work the water tiles, so that will not be enough to pop the borders, unfortunately. But if we can get, we actually probably want to start setting up some of these tiles for water mills. Anything on the river, we definitely want to start setting up some water mills. Like, this cottage has barely been developed at all, because state property water mills, as we know, are really, really good. So we'll start working in that direction right now. I'm not going to, like, pave over mature towns for water mills, but I will absolutely build them in any place that's, like, developing. Okay. All right, and then, yeah, some of these towns are still coming out of resistance. I think we actually do want... because this is another play. Oh, we need a... what the heck? Why is there a spy specialist here? No, bad game. Bad. Actually need a... actually, lighthouse is our top priority here. All right, these workers. Well, there's not much they can do until we come out of... the borders come out of resistance. So that'll be a turn or two. See, we want Panama's borders to pop because then we get another resource in here. Yeah, the culture bug, good question. So the way that this works, this is a bug, it's a known bug. If building culture causes the borders to pop, so like see this is 4 out of 10, building culture will cause the borders to pop. We will get the 6 production will also be applied to the library. It gets applied twice. It is a bug, it is not intended. You're kind of a dirty cheapskate by using it, but I use it to try to just highlight for people that like, yeah, this is actually a bug in the game. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have these workers chill because once the borders pop, I 100% want like water mills on some of these tiles. Like we can do one here and here. It might not look like it, but we actually can because the water mill here will be on this, and the water mill here will be on this. So we actually can do that, but I can't do anything till the borders pop, unfortunately. So those guys can just chill until then. All right, so over here. Let's peel off one other musket to hang out in here, and the rest of you guys can just hang out here. Alt-click selects the whole stack. The rest of you can hang out here. Alrighty. Lumber mill. Wait, why is DSJ still upset? Is it emancipation? Oh, it's the stupid emancipation. Okay, well, we will swap into emancipation as well, because we don't want to deal with that unhappiness. Where are these guys? Here? Okay. Now this is a sad place to be. Look at these terrible tiles here. Wait, why do we have a spy specialist? Oh, because we can't. Oh, I see. Because we're starving anyway. It actually is the correct decision to plant that because we starve no matter what. Okay, well, we need the borders to pop here, so we can bop them in 2 turns. That's the best we can do. Sadly, we are not getting this tile back again. That's not going to happen. You guys come over here. This tile looks like it would be perfect for a watermill. Because we'll leave the we can leave the cottage alone, but this we're going to need. Oh, notice the graphic on our spy change because we entered the industrial era. Now we have the female spy. Okay, yeah, I'm content. I'm just trying to watch where this stack is. So I'll just continue to hang out here. And you can hang out with the other workers for right now. As I said, not much we can do until the borders expand. Now this tile, there's very little we can do except farm it. So, oh wait, we can't farm it because this is... Oh, but if we go here, we can farm this tile because this is all coast. Oh, we can't farm any of this. Can we spread? We can spread irrigation from here though. We can irrigate off this lake. You can go here, here. But again, we have to wait till Panama pops its borders for that. So, or trial pops its borders. So you guys can just chill here for a turn. There's literally nothing to do. Oh yeah. Oh, this axe was watching them before, but I can use the spy for that better. The spy will be better for that. All right. And you guys up here as well. All right. Now, I am not going to forget to draft this turn. There we go. Our missionaries are actually succeeding. Buddhism is in about 50 cities now, I think, or close to it. 52 cities. Also been super successful at getting Zara converted. Look, we converted all but 2 of his cities. So I don't think he'll be leaving this religion. He might leave it for free religion eventually, but with theocracy being his favorite religion, I don't think that's going to happen in the immediate future. So hopefully he'll stay away from free religion. Maybe just workshop that tile. Maybe. I think I'd rather... maybe, actually. I'll have to think about it. It might be better to workshop, but I don't think it's... I mean, it's not a cottage, right? It's not cottage. We could workshop... Yeah, it might just be workshopping. Because we have this for food, and then these tiles... Yeah, that actually is probably... Yeah, that's probably right. Workshop these. We could always farm that tile. Okay. We'll do the workshop then. That's a good suggestion. Okay, now, drafting. Where are we in our draft orders? We already drafted you. You're not late. You're not size 6 yet. Okay, I already drafted you. Oh, you were on wealth because I was saving this until I could do the observatory. Okay. You don't have that. Actually, I was gonna say you don't have much in the way of production, but you kind of do. Sadly, the observatory and a cav are almost the same price. You can see cavs are not cheap to build. How about here? Okay, here we go. Jewel Lake. It's time for you to get drafted. So I'm going to start building another stack over here. Just because I want to have like my big stack over here, but then enough units in like this vicinity so I can respond to attacks that are incoming. All right, poor Jewel Lake. Yeah, I guess you just slowly grow back again. This poor city cannot grow very fast at all. All right, Shaka bait. Yep. We draft off a cottage, or a town, but it is what it is. Oh, it grows back in 2 turns. That's not bad. Let me just grow onto that tile. Okay. Wait, how close is that tile to becoming a town? 2 oh, cool. Really close. Greenland, same thing. We need the military. As much as I don't like popping these, I still need the military. That looks... Well, we could do this, but does that really help us? This is a terrible tile. It's probably better just to work that. Yeah, because if we're here, we're on 11 production, and this puts us over 12, so we get the extra hammer. That's better. And then Hidden Valley, yeah, Hidden Valley just drafts off a hill tile. I'm going to put this rifle here, just so we have an actual unit along this here. I don't think I'm going to get invaded from Rouen, but if I would, it would be problematic. So, okay. And that I believe that's all the drafts I can do for this turn. Yeah, we can do Best Boreal Boy next turn. In terms of espionage spending, we're just splitting it evenly with everybody for the moment, so I can actually do weight 0 with everybody. I can see Napoleon's demos. I'm not close to seeing his. I'm not close to seeing his cities, so it doesn't seem worthwhile. So like, even if I were to spend it all on Napoleon, well, I might be able to get city visibility. That actually could be worthwhile. That actually might be worthwhile to try, because if I could get city visibility, some of these I could. Oh, why is Lyon so much cheaper than the others? Where is that one? I'm just curious what makes that one cheap. Oh, it's the religion. I need to, if I spread Christianity in there, then I can get visibility faster. Okay, I need to spread religion with this guy too. Lyon must have Buddhism in it. That's the only reason why it's cheaper. Where is that city? Oh, here it is. Yeah. Okay. If you run espionage against them, they're more likely to run it against you. I mean, I'm not turning on the slider. We get exactly one beaker. That's pretty hilarious. I have one spy specialist. Yeah, it's one of the reasons why espionage, it tends not to be worthwhile to run high on the slider. All right. Fortunately, we should be able to speed up these turns a little bit, because I kind of got most of my orders out. All right, so for the moment, that stack is still hanging out here, or a good chunk of it is. Actually, some of it moved away. But he still has a large stack over here. I mean, I have a large stack here as well. And the nice thing is, for units like muskets and maces, they're not like good enough to kill full health enemy units, but they will take out injured units just fine. So it's not worth, like, you don't want to delete them. Now, unfortunately, I've already obsoleted the monastery here, so I can no longer build the monastery because I finished, what was it called? Yeah, we can't quite do that. We don't have quite enough. We need one more turn of, like, low money. Because I failed to spread religion in there before. Okay, yes. Burninator pinned draft rifles. Thank you for that. It's deserved. All right, well, there's our state property watermill. Now, that'll go to a 2-food tile. That goes to a 2-food tile, which is obviously food neutral. This city, Draftsburg, is actually a really good city. It didn't come with much infrastructure, but it has multiple resources. It has 3 deer tile. Holy cow. Yeah, it's just going to be a good city. This is going to be a good one. It just needs time to develop, basically. But you can actually build infrastructure super fast in the late game. Like, we can actually watermill. We can watermill this tile, because, see, the watermill's on this side. We can watermill this, because the watermill will be over here. And we can watermill this and this and this. We'll just turn them all into watermills, because they're such incredible tiles under state property. All right, anyway, we last drafted. We were on Best Boreal Boy, which can't grow, so now's a perfect time. It'll just grow back again very slowly. We just dropped the silver tile, which is not that big a deal. Horse Gambit. Horse Gambit. Oh, we could use some. We could set up some watermills here as well, because we have like immature cottages here. That wouldn't be terrible. But anyway, yes, we're going to draft here as well. Just get you moving up in that direction. I'll get some workers down there eventually. Works drift. Which I'm going to use as soon as this university's done. It's going to go back to more missionaries. Zarabate, again, kind of at that. These can definitely be, some of these can be turned into watermills as well. Because the value of the farm and the watermill is exactly the same under state property. Now, when you get biology, the farm yields more food again. But for the moment, they'd be pretty comparable. Note there's oil and ice. Do I have oil? I mean, I have oil, so I don't think, I'm not worried about needing multiple sources. I have oil right here, so that'll be fine. Other sources of oil. That is the ice field has the only oil sources, is hilarious. The ice field has our only oil sources. Napoleon has quite a bit of it. I would expect Zara has some too. Does Zara have no oil? Oh, Zara doesn't have oil, you guys. There is no oil anywhere in his territory. Except, oh, this stupid Barb City has some. Now, I'm hoping we never have to fight against Zara in a war, but if we would, The fact that he's oil up here. This would be the first place to target because that would cut off any oil that he has. Mansa has some, and yeah. Okay, so if it weren't for that stupid Barb city that he captured, oh well. He actually does have some. Okay. And did I get all my draft cities? I did. Oops, no, I was on Zarabate. And this city's only size 5, so I can't draft that. Draftsburg. No, I'm already out. I'm done with my drafts for this turn. Okay. Poor trial. If only there was a way to have this city not starve, but sadly I can't. It's going to go down to size 3. Panama also needs to pop its border. But we actually will have decent production here. We need to get the lighthouse done. And then Rome's about to come out of resistance. I have enough extra workers up here. I had some other... Didn't I have workers that are just on sleeping duty up here? I'm going to take... Let's grab... Split the stack. Okay. Let's grab 3 of these and send down here. Because as I said, I want to start setting up some water mills down there. And then the other ones can sleep for the rest of this turn. 5 turns to Statue of Liberty. I'm pretty sure we're going to get it. Because we had democracy tech long before everybody else. Alright, jail. I think you do that work on the observatory. This city will get a little bit more. I mean, I could try to put, like, if I tried to build calves here, by the time it could build any calves, like, the war would just be over. So, alright, let's turn on science while I'm thinking about it. Okay, 5 turns. We have just enough to hit that. A French, wait, what the? Oh, French culture. Wait, French culture extends down to this tile? What the heck? Okay, well, we need to cram some extra. Fortunately, we can do this. We can just cram enough units in here that there's no risk of a flip. But that's pretty annoying. How do they even have dominant culture on this? I don't understand how they have dominant culture on this tile. Oh, actually, I do see. Okay, their culture hits this tile, but not this tile. Okay, anyway. Well, that's annoying, but at least now we know about it. Every unit you put in will lower the odds for a flip. So we'll move the calves in there to start. Hopefully we don't strike out before I can cram some units. Yeah, now we cut the odds in half just like that by putting 2 units in there. All right, Rome. Rome is another city that needs the borders to pop really badly. Have quite a bit of maintenance, but again, once we get into state property, the maintenance costs will be a lot less of an issue. I'll just sit it on library for right now. 2-turn border pop. Rome also has its good tiles in the second ring, here and here. Although I think trickle down we'll just assign this to Rome. All right. Anyway, here, yes. Is there anything we can do with Rome? Not really. There's not a lot. This poor city is pretty sad. I guess we can try to set up a watermill. Oh no, but Rome doesn't have any tiles for watermills. We could put a windmill on this tile. That's probably worthwhile, just in case. Well, I would put a watermill on this tile when the borders expand, but there's already a mature town on that road tile, so we're not going to do that. We can't do workshops on Tundra, unfortunately. Not available. Okay. All right, Draftsburg's borders have popped, so that's nice. This group here can do another watermill here. We'll work on that. Draftsburg is enough off the front lines. We only need 1 unit in there, so we'll move you up here. All right, so there's part of this stack here, but I feel like most of it moved, so I need to try to find this. So kind of a quiet turn here, but that's fine. I'd like to be able to get through these turns a little faster. The good news is Draftsburg we can draft, and look, it'll just be ready to grow back immediately. So we'll put this guy up in here too. And get this down hopefully to 0% odds. You can build workshops on Tundra, but it has to be on fresh water. Okay, so Draftsburg will just regrow real quickly. Win is only size 5. Trial is only size 3. Panama is only size 4. You have to be size 6 to draft. All right. Trickle down will be able to draft, but it's not there. All right. And my next draft cycle starts in 5 turns. Okay. So Napoleon's still working on chemistry. Mansa still doesn't have printing press yet. Interesting. Napoleon, we should be able to start seeing his cities relatively soon. Now he might start running espionage against us to counter, but... Alright, yep, you get over there. Okay, so where is this big stack? Oh, more Buddhism. Nice. So he still has a decent number of units here, but it's clearly not the main stack. Draft at 287. What's 287? Oh, on turn 287. It took me a second. Okay, Panama now can work this tile. So Panama now is like an actual city. Oh, we can put down... We need to do we need to do another workshop. Again, with state property, these gain +1 food, which makes them much better tiles. We actually do need these tiles for some production, because without workshops, I take it back. This does not get farmed. These all get workshopped. We need some production. So you guys can come over here. Let's do those workshops. Because like this helps us build the lighthouse. You need some production. And that lets us... Yeah, we could sit here at like +2 food. If I can finish the lighthouse, I'll drop one of these and then we'll be at +4 food. Just grow on the lake tiles for a little bit. Okay. So note that we have now completely suppressed any flip risk. It goes to, we only have 6. It's one of the reasons why it's so hard to culture flip things in this game is just 6 units was enough to completely suppress the flip risk. Okay, well that was a fast turn. But yeah, our stuff's starting to come out of resistance. That's nice. Oh, this city came up. Well, this poor city, I mean, Krabsburg is poor Krabsburg. Krabsburg has one purpose, to supply the empire with crabs, because it's +1 food in every... Oh, wait a minute. Why are we not getting the... Why don't we get the crabs? What's up with that? Why aren't the crabs connected? Oh, the fishing boat got pillaged. Okay, you know what? Do we actually spend to hurry the workboat? I believe that you... we'll pay for it next turn. You do still pay the... See, you do still pay the extra... Oh, wait. We're going to starve anyway. We could whip a population point because we're going to starve anyway. We're going to starve anyway. Let's just whip it. I didn't realize that got disconnected or was never built or whatever. Okay, cool. Okay. Interesting. Poor Krabsburg. Oh, never mind. Here's Napoleon's army. It's literally in my territory. All right, so Greenland, you finished that. Now we're going to have you guys build some... We need some catapults, so why don't you do a couple of these? Same thing. Let's get some cats. Let's get up to about 10 cats to supplement. I'll try to have some on either side. Yeah, all right. There we go. You actually do need to pop your borders. You have no production, so... I'd like to fire this spy specialist, but it's still better to run the spy specialist than the citizen specialist. So I'm actually going to have you build culture for right now. I'll put the granary there. All right. Krabsburg. There we go. The Krabby Crabs. Now everybody gets extra health. Hooray! This poor city. It is the Islamic holy city, but we don't have a shrine. It's not like there's a shrine in here. I mean, there is a military instructor, so... If we ever built units in there, we'd get a bonus. All right, Winna came out of resistance. This is not a bad city either. There's watermill there. Let's definitely watermill this tile. Oh, we have to reconnect it, and the stone needs to be connected too. Well, I already started moving here, so. All right, yeah, look at this. This city is going to be good. This is going to be a nice city, Draftsburg. Just need to get into state property. 3 more turns. Actually, what? I should just have all these units in the city. Why not? No reason to put them 1 tile south of the city like I was doing. Cool. This is looking pretty nice. Well, for Islam, we'd have to get a profit for the shrine. Now, where are these units going? Is Napoleon plotting war against somebody? Just out of curiosity. No, he's not. I mean, he's Napoleon. He's always ready to plot with somebody. He could plot with us. He is more likely, I think, to plot with Wang Khan or Metz, and he's not close to them. He's close. He's cautious with Zara. Does he have a worst enemy, just out of curiosity? He's worst enemy of Wang Khan and Mansa Musa. Wang Khan's the worst enemy of Napoleon. Oh my god, if Napoleon declared war on Wang Khan and sent his whole army across to the other side of the map, can you imagine that? Oh man, would that be nice. I don't think we can count on getting that lucky, though. Yeah, okay, so he has some units here in Magdeburg. Actually, you know what? Let's grab that Axe, who was like our spy for ages on end. We have open borders, so you just sit here, and then I'm going to send the spy. I actually probably should not send a spy, because they can get caught. Let's grab a unit and have them run around. Oh, I can't. You send that's my great general medic, so I can't send them. And you guys come over here, because we're going to add a watermill over here in like one more turn. Oh, but Rome's border's like in a super awkward spot. Never mind. Never mind. Rome's border's in a really awkward spot. All right, we finished that. That's probably good for right now. Let's just build a road on this tile. No wars ongoing at the moment. I don't think we're going to have enough food to work these anytime soon. Okay. Over here. Now, we do not want... This is already a village. So if we go into Emancipation, this will become a town in just 20 turns. So we don't want to bulldoze that. But, and unfortunately, this tile cannot be turned into a workshop. Or turned into a watermill, because it's on the corner. You can't put watermills down on the corner tiles, unfortunately. This is almost a town, so we don't want to do that. But we probably do want to put down a farm or two, because we're not that far away from biology, so I might pre-farm some of these tiles. I realize I also have 2 workers down here. Sadly, all these tiles are already towns. That's not sadly, that's good, but that doesn't mean we don't want to workshop them or watermill them, because they're already towns. And this we can't watermill either. But, right here, here. I can watermill these tiles. Now I need to be in state property for it to be worthwhile. I cannot watermill that because it's on a corner. We can start here though, because by the time they're done, we're going to be in state property. Any plans to industrialize? So the question is what tech to go for after communism. I actually think it might be physics, because no one has taken the great scientist. And the airships would be really useful against Napoleon. Also, biology is a huge priority on this map. Like, it really, really is a big priority. Problem is we need chemistry for that. So I think I might want biology before assembly line. We'll just have to see. I don't know if it's... steam power is a big priority, though, because of the levees. I have a lot of cities on rivers, which would be really nice. So there's like a number of competing things. Electricity is really good for... it's +2 commerce on watermills. We're going to have a lot of watermills. So there's a lot of different things. I am thinking I want to go physics next, though, because I would like to get the great scientist just to deny it to the AI, and airships are going to be really good. They can, like, reveal the whole map and, you know, do that bombardment thing. They're quite good, especially if the other side has no air power, which Napoleon does not. Again, if we take over Napoleon's territory, we have enough to win the game, so... Alright, let's get some more of these Buddhist missionaries. And you guys can come... What? Oh, I need units in... Okay. I actually didn't think his territory reached down there, but okay. Alright, let's get some of our junk old units. Because all units, no matter whether they're outdated or not, count the same for flip suppression. Okay. Krabsburg is not great, but it does give us that resource. I actually didn't think that the borders extended there, but apparently they do. Anyway, alright. Well, let's... Want to pop the borders here. Unfortunately, I would really like to work this tile, but I don't want the city to starve. So sadly, we have to go one extra turn here. We also need to get our state religion, and we're missing Buddhism in a couple of these. A couple of these final conquests we're missing. Anyway, go ahead. Let's do the watermill. Oh, that does mean I can draft trickle down now, right? Because I mean, we're drafting off an absolute garbage tile there. I mean, we're drafting off absolute junk. So we have one tile here. I mean, it'd be nice if we could get this tile, but Magdeburg just grabbed that. And I suspect Napoleon probably will. He already has a Colosseum in there for some reason, so I suspect he's going to have control of that tile over me. Anyway, yeah, you hang out there. Oh, our spy is no longer in safe territory. Oh, the spy, I don't know exactly what the spy is going to do. So you guys were going to come down here and help out. Oh, actually, I was going to have you pre-farm for in anticipation of biology down the road. Because as a 3-food tile, it's much more viable to work that. All right. 2 more turns here. And our next draft round starts in 2 more turns. Cannons require iron. Yes, fortunately, we do have iron. Does Napoleon have iron, just out of curiosity? He does not have iron. He does have horses, but only here. So we could potentially cut off his horses supply pretty easy. Oh, no, he has iron over here. Never mind. Never mind. He has iron over there. Okay. 2 more turns to communism. So Napoleon, yep, he's going military science. Hey, there we go. Statue of Liberty. That's nice. Now I get to go through and assign a specialist in every city. But that's big. Like, we have a lot of cities, and we're likely to have even more. So that's, yeah, that's like worth a lot. All right. There we go. All right, now we can do the observatory here. All right, now we get the fun task of going through all our cities and assigning stuff. I think I'd rather have the scientist, to be perfectly honest. Actually, we'll do a merchant just on the off chance we generate a merchant specialist. Buddhist missionary. I'll go through all the cities in a second. All right. All right. But there's probably a lot of spy. Now, in a lot of these, like in a city like this that's low production, the engineer is actually really good. Takes us up to 12. Like, yeah, I like these cities that are low production. Yeah, and like here, this takes us to 8, which then goes to 10 with the forge. That's actually really nice. Same thing, Lick Wobegon has terrible production. This is actually pretty nice to get that. Same thing here, 8 to 10. 8 to 10. Okay, well, not a spy specialist. That takes us from 9 to 11 is not as good, but again, these cities that, oh my god, what is this? No, no, do not work that tile. There we go, that's better. That looks a lot better. But yeah, I mean, in places where the production's really bad, it makes a lot of sense to just get 2 more production. This city doesn't need it as badly, but I think I mean, just no. This is why you gotta check. Yeah, again, 8 up to 10. Like, that's a big jump. And then that'll take us up to 12, which then goes to 14. It goes to 15. Like, 15 production per turn is actually pretty solid. And, of course, in the Heroic Epic City, I want more production. So I'm just doing all engineer specialists, but I swear, if a city has decent production on its own... Wow, South Park can get 12 production per turn? Nice. Poor little South Park can get 12 production per turn. Cool. Now, if these weren't resource tiles, I would work the lumber mill and then windmill this. But since they're resource tiles, I'm working the resource tiles. Anyway, all right. Yep. Now, this city... but I was going to say the work strip doesn't really need the engineer, and it doesn't. But the engineer takes us to 24, which then gets taken up to 30, which is a really nice, neat number. So, all right. Yeah, you work the spy, because what else are we going to do here? Gotta work the spy specialist. Similar, I will work the merchant over that, though. There we go. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay, again, no other choices. Although you should be working that tile. It's like, I want to fire this spy specialist, but it's from Statue of Liberty, so I can't fire it. Just like, I see that, and you can see the AI, by the way, loves those courthouses. It's like obsessed with these things. Okay, yeah, we need the lighthouse to finish there. Engineer sounds good here. We'll pop borders at Rome. You're still in resistance. We have no choice here. A lot of spy specialists. All right, that works. Yes, Kremlin makes hurry production cheaper. That's right. It gives you a discount on it. It's a very powerful wonder. So we actually should probably... Actually, we should go for that over Oh, we don't have it yet. We will try to make a play for that as well. And look at that. We just barely have enough to get communism here. Okay, where do we need our religion still? Again, highest priority is still to keep Zara converted, because if Zara comes after us, the game can end really fast. We'll send to this city here in the back. All those units there. All right. Grasberg. Do this one next. All right, let's get you up here. Trickle down. I guess you can't quite make it there that turn, but that's all right. All right, so let's farm this tile as well. And we're about to finish communism. And we are about to also start our next draft round. At poor Mount Buddy. Poor Mount Buddy. All right. So the question will be, when do we want to fire our golden age? And I think I might want to do it. Well, no, we fire our golden age immediately. We have to change civics. We need to get to state properties. I like you free market, but state property is just so much better on this map. And then we go emancipation. Yeah. And I think we keep all our others. We want to keep drafting. I do think eventually, long term, after we get when we get infantry unlocked, we'll want to go free speech. Because once you hit infantry, infantry are too pop to draft. Free speech will be better, but until then, we're good. So yeah, we have to do our golden age. And we can use our golden age to train some more units here. Alright. And then I said I think I want physics next. I want that. See how it says first to discover receives a great scientist? That means that the great scientist is still there. And it's still possible as an option. We also need to get corporations so we can do Wall Street. We have the banks requirement. We just need the tech. And that's pretty cheap at this point. I might backtrack for that next. But let's get physics. Hey, what is this? Thank you, Mr. Barbarian. 5 tier 1 subs. Cool. Thanks for that. But anyway, so let's go back to the... Wow, this is an expensive tech. I was like, this one's actually pretty expensive. And I don't need the espionage buildings. They're like a really low priority. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Courthouse done in Zarabate. Okay. Well, that's going to be less useful now that we're about to go state property. But it is still something. Okay. What do we need next? Probably the apothecary. Yeah, we're at the health limit right now. So the apothecary's actually pretty helpful here. You were like a way too overexcited Labrador. Alrighty. So let's grab these 3. We still have a leftover great scientist. And golden age. Because that lets us then go into, as we said, emancipation and state property for immediately. Alrighty. So state property definitely did a number on our expenses. Oh, we actually got... So, someone is spreading Buddhism in Napoleon's territory. Zara also... Yeah, someone else just went in. Oh, look at this. We're break even at... We're break even at like 80% right now. Let's check our demos, by the way. Now, obviously, we're in a golden age. Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at that. Of course, this is golden age, so not the fairest representation. But I'll take it. We're actually 3rd in military power right now. Now, we're still not a match for Zara, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Well, I mean, free market would be nice. The problem is we can't run state property and free market at the same time. I mean, state property is just insane on this map. The big downside is corporations have no effect, but this is a terrible map for corporations because there's very few of the resources. Like Sid Sushi, where are the fish? Sid Sushi is going to be garbage. How about Mining Inc.? What mining resources are there on this map? There's some gems, but is that Civ Jewelers? I mean, there's like 1 silver. I mean, there's like 1 billion deer, but there's no corporation that uses deer. So it's a terrible map for corporations, which means there's not much of offset for running state property on this map. Environmentalism is just a fairly weak civic. It gives you a lot of health. And it gives you extra, extra commerce on windmills and forest. I mean, I guess maybe you could make it work on this map, but state property is just way better. Like, it's way better. It's not even close. All right, so these first two catapults we'll send over here to the west. Gonna take them a little while to get there, but I'll send them over here, I guess. Napoleon's borders are starting to pop over there. All right, well, we'll run 0% science for a turn, and then we can probably go. We can do physics. We need about whatever 6 times that, about 900 gold. Yeah, we can start running at full blast next turn here. Okay. Anyway, yeah, we need a watermill, so. Starting to build up a stack here. I do have the trebuchets over here, but trebuchets are not really good in the field. They're obviously intended for use against cities. All right, does that completely suppress the flip? No, still, wow. Okay, I need more units down here. Need some of those muskets, which is unfortunate because I kind of want some of those units for use against Napoleon. But we'll send 4 more down here and see if that works. I don't want this city to flip away. And we actually do have time. So how close are we on Napoleon to having city visibility on him with espionage? I want to make sure I can maintain the demographics on Zara and Mansa too. Zara, I'm going to have to spend a little bit more on soon. All right, city visibility. I'm about to start getting city visibility on a lot of his cities. That's pretty good. All right, time to draft. I hate drafting in a golden age, but I need these rifles. It's a very cheap way to get more military power. And we're mostly drafting off pretty bad tiles, to be honest. I mean, here we're drafting off this, but the safe, yep, you're at the population cap. So, no, you need to work this, and now you'll grow back. Lake Wobegon, same thing. You can't grow anymore anyway. Note that the AI prioritizes working these tiles over regrowing. Hype chest open. What does the hype chest do? Reward frog wow emote. Okay, I don't know what that means. I'm not a big Twitch user, as you guys know. All right, and then that's probably the last time I'll have to draft Riverside. But and was that my last draft? That's my last draft for the turn. Well, apparently I have to wait 3 more turns because I forgot to draft, so I'm a little behind on some of these. We caught a French spy. All right. You're far enough back. Why don't you build... Hey, look at this 6-turn cav. Let's go. We have the barracks. I'm not going to waste time building a stable because I'm not going to build a lot of calves here, but yeah. Best Boreal boy. What do we just build? Apothecary? Okay. Can do the market or... I think we're going to be doing high research more often now, so I'll do that. Buddhist missionary. Let's get the last missionary out. Forge. All right. Draftsburg coming along. Oh, yeah. Look at this tile. Oh, yeah. We'll work this tile. Look, again, look at these golden age yields here. Seriously. Well, why don't you start cracking out your infrastructure? Now, if we run this here, we have 30 base production in the golden age. Oh my god. Now that is in a golden age, but that's still wild. Look at that. We're just going to crank right through our infrastructure here at Draftsburg. What a nice city. Same deal here. Wina has 24 base production. Awesome. Okay. Well, and like, look at the maintenance. It's so low in state property. Really, really nice. What do I want next then? Well, the university gets us a little more culture, which wouldn't be bad to push back here. So I'll do that. Oh, and I still need to reconnect this. All right, trickle down. Got the border pop. Sadly, we only control 1 deer tile, but we need the forage here. I did not have the culture or whatever trick queued up, apparently. All right. So yeah, now Zarabate just got this. That looks pretty good. So we'll come down here and do this other tile now that we get the extra food. Watermill that. So we're starting to build up. You can see starting to build up like another force up here. How much production do we get here? So we have base production 39 times. How much do we actually get on like each turn? I wonder if we can alternate cav catapult on these turns. Hold on, let me do the quick calculation. So it's 39 times 2.35 is our effective production. So we get 91 per turn. Yeah, I think that's enough to go catapult every other turn. It looks like it is. I think I kind of want to do that for so I have a couple catapults here for siege. Although I'm wondering if this will cause us to have... There is a cap on overflow. I think we actually hit the cap on overflow if we do that, though. So let's do a cap right now. There is a limitation that each city can only produce one thing per turn. Like, there's a limit on how much you can produce. Okay. We just got another one of these. So I guess we send up here to right here. You guys come down here and help out. All right, at Winnow, we just did this, so now we need to... How close is this to being a town? It's not that close. I think I still turn this into another watermill. Now this is... Is this a watermill? No, this is a... Wait, this is a cottage over here? Now the problem is I watermilled this side, so I can't watermill here then. I guess it's okay. Interesting. Again, I'd like to watermill this, but I can't. Right? This can't be watermilled? No. So let's go over here and connect this stone tile then. I started streaming not that late. It was, you know, I started like 20 minutes after I normally do. It wasn't that late. I think this spy is just going to hang around until the war starts. All right. Now, I don't think we can watermill this tile. No, but we can do this tile. Yep. State property watermills, always super nice. Alrighty, now we can't, I believe we cannot watermill this tile because we watermilled this side of the river. So I don't think we can do that. Can we do something better than this? Or do we just leave that intact? I could workshop it, but I think the farm's actually okay. Can I do anything with this tile? I can road this tile. Nope, I can just road it, that's it. I guess we'll do that. I was like, can I do anything with this tile? I don't think I can, unfortunately. All right, let's turn our research on physics. And as I said, I can't draft. I think the next one is Jewel Lake, but that's still two more turns. Okay. So Napoleon's going for military science. He's going to hit military science before we can start our war, but I'd like to get physics. I'd like to spend the time to get to physics, build some airships, and have them like available so I can see. Okay, well we're starting to get visibility on some of his cities. Let's dial this back a little bit. I'll put 2 on Napoleon and I'll put 1 on the others. So we're still giving him priority, but we're like going to make sure we don't lose demographic visibility with anyone else. Fortunately, it does look like we're going to be able to, so we can see all the stuff over here. So he doesn't have much over here. That's good. I can see this because he has Buddhism in this city. Yeah, we are rich. Yeah, we're quite rich. I mean, we're break even at like 80% right now, and that's with a pretty sizable military. In military power, we are 1.36 million, and Zara's at 3.36 million. We still need to stay out of war with Zara. We do not want to fight this guy, but we're getting closer on like, so GMP. Oh yeah, look at our GMP. We are way ahead of everybody else. Oh wait, actually no. Never mind. That's Zara. We're down here. No, that's actually Zara. We're down here. Yeah, okay. But okay. Apparently did he just go into a golden age? Why is his rival best 4,600? Why is he 4,600? That can't be right. Because he's not researching text that fast. He's actually still behind. He's still behind us in tech. So I don't know. Okay, he can't be that high. Let's just ignore that for the time being. Production, we got the golden age, so we surged ahead. Food, I don't know what happened here. What is going on with him? He's doing that thing where the AI like starts starving its cities to run a billion specialists. I don't know what that's about. We've almost caught Napoleon on food. And then you can see power. We're actually getting closer to Napoleon now. We're still a long way behind Zara. But we're clearly getting stronger. You guys just keep, you guys keep cranking out some cats. Observatory. Now you are far enough away from the front lines that I think I want some calves out of you. So it looks like the maintenance is capped here. All right, we just finished finished our Buddhist missionary over here. Now it's like, go to the bank. All right, so there's the last Buddhist missionary. That works there. All right, we got the lighthouse. Good. Now we finally have food again here. And we need a forge right now. Actually, we can do this. We can still grow pretty fast, even with that. And the forge will also let us run an engineer who I'd prefer over the spy. All right. By the way, do we suppress the flip risk here with these many units? Oh, we still have a 1% odds. Dang it, we still need another unit here. Krabsburg is expensive to maintain. So let's send one more. I don't want to deal with a 1% odds to have this flip away. Are those knights? Those are knights up there. All right, anyway, over here, yes. Was there anything I wanted to do up here at Failer? I can build lumber mills. We might as well do that to get a couple lumber mills. Because Winna's already kind of got the infrastructure it needs. And trickle down. Okay. Well, I might as well work that tile. That's a cottage, right? Yeah. Is there something better we can do than a cottage? It's probably late enough that we might just want to do a workshop here. Probably. And just use this as like a production spot. I'll go ahead and do that. Because it's late enough that I mean, I'm sure eventually it would turn into whatchamacallit, I'm sure eventually it would turn into a town, but that might take a while. All right, I don't know if we're gonna have enough food to work this anytime soon, but we'll just lumber mill it anyway. All right, just getting some of the stuff ready. Okay, so we have units going to every one of Zara's cities. Oh, except this one, Saxon. Well, let's go there. You can take your time heading there. All right, can we draft yet? Nope, next turn. Move capital to Strasbourg. No, I think I'm okay with Odir being the capital. I mean, I know it's in an awkward... Oh, wait, we don't have stone connected? Where's my stone? Oh, that's right, we're connecting it right now. Okay. That's right, I just conquered stone. Okay, so that'll make that faster. Forest Preserve and the Heroic Epic City instead of Lumber Mill. I'm not drafting this city. You guys always want the Forest Preserves. They're really not very good. You guys always want the Forest Preserves. Oh, man. Okay. That's true. We have to deal with war weariness eventually. I don't know. We can see. Maybe we can do a... you know what? You guys want a Forest Preserve? We can do a Forest Preserve. Because I don't think you have to be working the tile. Are you worried about the Barb City on the ice flat? Oh, there's a Barb City on the ice flat. What the heck? Okay. I am not aware of the Barb City on the ice flat. Okay. I have a mission for you, calves. All right. The ice flat. It's like there's 2 tiles that are fogged here. That's hilarious. Are you aware of the Barb City on the ice flat? Let them live. You're like, no, let them live. I mean, we're churning out almost a cav per turn right now. And I'm getting some of these cats are nice too. As I said, I'm sending them all west because I want them to be over there. If I can just get like 10 cats there, I'll feel a lot more comfortable. Just for softening up any big stacks we run into. All right, so here's Strasbourg. You're going to need the apothecary, which, by the way, the extra health is actually pretty nice on this map. Because you can see I'm running up against the health limit. Because the AI apparently chopped down all the forests here. Of course, I would have chopped them down too, but I'm still going to blame the AI for it. Oh dear, celebrates We Love the Present Day. All right, you guys want a forest preserve? Here you go, forest preserve. So, all right, yeah, you can just chill there for right now. Workshop we're doing. No, not a fort. Where's the workshop command? Oh, they already finished it. That's why I can't build it. It's already done. We have 0 culture per turn. That always looks weird having that 0 culture per turn. Well, we'll start getting like library in here soon enough. All right. Well, I mean, you guys might as well build a windmill here. Like, why not? Oh, that was fast. Okay. I guess it was already partially done. It'd be nice if we could get this tile back, but we probably won't be getting that anytime soon. That is a really bad cottage tile. I think I'm just gonna put a farm down there because. All right, and hey, Zarabate now has this. If I can just get some more food, if I can get biology, that'll become a 3 food tile. But there's not much more I can do here. And yeah, I think that's all we can do here. So these workers can kind of go back to chilling until we have railroad or biology or something like that. Let's go here so you're not right on the border. I will want these guys eventually, but... Ah, no! We failed. There are 2 religions present, so it's like 81% odds, I believe, to convert. But we failed the dice roll, so we'll have to send another missionary there. Alright, Krabsburg. Don't revolt on me. I believe if we get some culture in here, the odds will start to go down. It's just because of the overwhelming edge that they have right now. But yeah, we can actually see a decent chunk of Napoleon's territory right now. And he still has mostly medieval units. So we do want to go relatively soon. Like, as I said, I'd like to get physics, but I don't want to wait too long either. I'm trying to make sure I have enough units up here ready to go. Oh, and we can draft this turn. Yes, this was the turn, right? Or was it last turn? Is it this turn? I think it's this turn. Yep, because we just did... Oh, hold on. Because we did Riverside, but we did not do Jewel Lake. And, okay, that looks right in terms of the... Oh, no, it's not right. We need to be working this tile. Took me a second there. All right, Shaka, bait. That's fine. Greenland. In terms of where I would go... I would, because I think I would want my main offensive to be over here, since that's where his biggest stack is. Here comes my units rolling through Napoleon's territory. So we'd have to kill that stack first. I'm just trying to think, like, I guess it would be to push north here, like to go to try to capture Rouen, and then like try to go north. Or I guess Avignon would be the first target because it's right on the border. And then I'm not exactly sure. Aachen would also be good to take if possible because its culture is extending out a long way. Maybe the calves could like go grab that or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, he still just has all medieval units. Okay, what did I last draft? I did Greenland, which should regrow right away. Hidden Valley, which just grew back onto that tile. And out of these units, I know I've been queuing everything to go to Deer Space. That's our Heroic Epic City, so we don't draft that one. Wendy's. Oh, I'm out of drafts for this turn. The cats are probably intended for suiciding. Just if there's like a huge Napoleon stack, I can soften things up. Although he apparently moved his big stack out of here. Oh, wait, never mind. Here's still a lot of units here. I still don't know where his big stack is. I don't suppose he's plotting war with anyone, is he? Oh, he's plotting war. Okay. Maybe we wait a few more turns to see who he attacks. Again, if he is going to attack one of the other AIs, that would just be incredible for us. I don't think he's plotting with us, but it's hard to say. I wanted to move a few of these rifles. Like, I have a whole bunch of rifles moving up over there. I'd like to have some of them over here at Winna, just so that I, like, can maneuver. So, like, if I have to maneuver over to Trial, I can do that. Or if I need to go over here to cover Failure, just so I have some units there. I'm not too worried about Panama. It's pretty much surrounded by water. And this tile's not roaded. But, yeah. Okay. You're fine up there. Who's last in power? I think it's Mansa Musa, I think. I'm pretty sure it's Mansa Musa. And then, of course, we need to get a round of airships out. Once we have airships, we'll be able to see where, like, a lot of this stuff is. Okay. I mean, if I can one-turn cavalry, I'm going to one-turn cavalry. Observatory done. Do we do a... I actually think Southport can do 6-turn cavs in the Golden Age. There's no infrastructure to work on, just espionage building. So sure, why not? All right, did you guys find the Barb City yet? Longbows as expected. All right, well, you guys can get a little XP here. Oh, it's Teofua. It's actually an Aztec name. So the spirit of Montezuma lives with these barbarians. I mean, we didn't actually lose this, did we? Okay. How much damage did that guy get? Okay, got a few hits. We had 99.4% odds. Still got 3 hits on us. That's pretty good. Yeah, this is the... No, I mean, this is going to get auto-raised. I don't care to keep this. But we'll get like 10 gold for raising it. 2 gold. Oh, cool. A whole 2 gold. Okay. All right. I think I've sent enough catapults off in that direction. Let's send these guys over here. And there's our... So we reconnected our... what do you call it? We reconnected our stone, so now we can... We'll definitely get the Kremlin. There's no question about that. Anyone else going for physics yet? No, nobody? Okay, Winecon has scientific method, and he also has rifling unlocked, so... But no, we're definitely going to get this, so we'll have an extra great scientist. We probably will want to burn one of these guys, because... We probably should just burn this, because, like, we're not going to get 2 more Golden Ages. We might get 1. We might get the 4-person Golden Age. But we're not going to get more than that. So we really should just burn this on the light bulb. There's not really much point to wait any longer. It's like that way we can do physics next turn. We'll just speed it up by 2 turns. So that's kind of nice. Because we're going to get that great scientist right back again. All right. Now, we have a very narrow border running through here. Is there anything I can do at trial? Not really. Oh, we can fire this and work this. That's better. Not a lot I can do here. The workshops are about... Yeah, there's just not much I can do here. This is a pretty sad little town. What we need to do is we need to take Aachen, because once we take Aachen, this resource can go to trial. That's what we need to do. I might try to queue up some calves to take that on the first turn of a war. Like, just go grab it instantly. Because that just makes the logistics of this area so much easier. We can't hit it on the first turn, unfortunately, but we could move to, like, this tile. All right. There's not much more I need to do here, so why don't you... I mean, I guess we could put something on this tile. I guess we could cottage. I don't know what else to do here. Workshop it? I guess maybe. Do something, I guess. Oh, you're right. That's not in the big fat cross. Whoops, I misread that. Oh, well. I guess that's right. Okay. Well, we've pretty much done all we can at this city at Trickle Down, too. Alright, are we done farming this tile? Okay. I think these guys can just rest for right now. I think we kind of did what we could worker-wise. Alright, then does this suppress them? Oh my god, 1/3 of 1%. Okay, I think I guess I can live with that. I hate having this so much tying this down. I should try to get my religion in Crabsburg. I actually think it lowers the odds of a flip if I have my religion in there. You know what? Go in there. Let's see if that helps at all. We also are finally going to pop the borders, so maybe that'll also help out too. Is Zara plotting by chance? Good question. He is not. Good question. All right, so now we're going to get physics and a whole bunch of these builds I'm going to set to airships, so I can get some airships up. Holy City does not affect the chances of conversion at all. Good question. All right. We're going to get corporation so we can do Wall Street. Yeah, you are done. You can... Oh, no, I need airships. And that allows me to get the travel time, transit time. We need, like, a bunch of these. You, though, as long as you can one turn a cav. Okay, you can't one turn a cav, so do the airship then. How much overflow do we have here? We'll do the airship then. You always do a missionary if there's a slot available. Okay, you can do the bank. All right. Wait, what? No. Oh, he had a scout on that tile. Okay, Langcon. So there's the great scientist as we expected. All right, uranium. Oh, we have uranium at our capital. And near failure, apparently. Well, we'll connect that. I have workers literally right here. Yeah, I said to build a road here. All right, so you can go back to sleep for right now. And we'll do two-turn corporation, and then we can start Wall Street in Rorke's Drift, because this would be certainly a nice city to get Wall Street in with our 56 gold shrine. Yeah, you just chill there. All right. Where's this guy going? Up there, yeah. And then I have to start thinking about near where the Barb City was destroyed, there's oil and iron there. There sure is, but I have sources of both, so I'm not too concerned about that. I mean, could I put a garbage city down there? Yes, but I don't need garbage city. I don't need garbage city filler spots at this point. Still, if I needed those resources, I would, but I have copies of both elsewhere, so I really don't want to just drop a city there. It would be stuck at like size 1. All right, now does this help our conversion odds? Okay, it did. Apparently the odds dropped a little bit. The revolt odds went down to 1/10 of 1%. So we have 1 in 1,000. There's like 1 in 1,000 odds that this will flip at the moment. So I hate having so many units tied down there just to suppress a flip. Are we still friendly with Zara? We absolutely are. Plus 14 still. I really would like to... I would love it if Napoleon... if we knew who Napoleon was plotting against. I don't think it's me, but... It's like we can see his border cities, and he doesn't have units going after me, but... Oh, hello, there's a... Oh, he just moved the units that were in the city Lunenburg. He, like, moved all the units out down here. No, the spy specialists are intentional. I mean, I have Statue of Liberty, so I get a free specialist. Like, what else would I pick? I mean, it's better than any of the other options. Rome's about to fit... Like, Rome actually can work the... oh, this is... It's got to be something better than this, right? Oh, we need to improve this... Oh, this is sad here. It's got to be something better I can do with this, right? I guess I could... Let's Well, let's go lumber mill one of those tiles with these workers that are just sitting here not doing anything. Yeah, that was a huge goal of the game, was getting him up to friendly. I guess we lumber mill this. That'll be done next turn. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't pick it to run, but when it's that or a citizen specialist, I'm gonna pick that. Now, how close am I being able to see into like this city wall? 20. Okay, I'm not that close to being able to see in there. But I can see enough of his territory that it's pretty nice. Let's actually dial this up a little bit. I'll do more like that. Although, actually, I just lost Zara's graphs, so let's just turn him off with Wang Khan. We're never going to get his demos. And Mansa we can turn off for right now, because Mansa's apparently doesn't care. But I want to make sure I can see Zara's. Reminder too, I'm already in Emancipation. I'm already in it. I'm already in Emancipation because I was getting unhappiness. All right, did we hit the point where we can draft again? So we drafted Greenland, Hidden Valley, Deer Space. I'm not drafting. Wendy's. Okay, here we go. South Park is size 3, so we're not drafting that. Best Boreal Boy, living its best life. Horse Gambit, same thing. And Rorke's Drift, which just drafts off some bad tile. Yeah, it was just working that tile, which is a pretty low priority. All right. Airship. Can we do Cav? Yep. I'll alternate airship and Cav, I guess. Buddhist Missionary. If I have a slot available, I'm going to take it. All right. Got the library done here. I think I still want the engineer specialist, though. Yeah. Okay. So, what do we need here next? There's just something econ. Apothecary's fine because that gives the health. Not that we're close to the health cap or anything, but all right. Alrighty, so now we can start to see. Let's just do a quick recon. All right, well, that certainly peels back the curtain a little bit. There's a lot of units for sure. But having the ability to see the whole battlefield is incredibly nice. All right, you're going to go to that one city I failed to convert, this one. I swear I'm going to get all of the Zara cities eventually. All right. And we're going to go connect this uranium just so we have a source. We'll need it for the spaceship eventually. No time soon, though. All right, well, I guess it's time to draft some more. We did Wendy's last turn. South Park is too small. Best Boreal Boy, Horse Gambit, Rorke's Drift, Zara Bait. All right, that all looks good. Failer is almost ready to draft. Have we hit the point where we don't need to hold all the units for flip suppression here? I think we're at the point where we're probably not going to flip in the immediate future, but let's just check. All right, good. So, yeah, looks like we can move some of these units out. We have like some culture in here now. All right, nope, we need to keep that unit in. Okay. But that does free up these 2 horse units. All right, airships. Once I can see where all of Napoleon, and I guess we can recall this guy now, because we're going to have airships to reveal everything. You can go stand in Krabsburg for the, oh, hey, look, we hit it the 0%, got the 0%. Hopefully I can start moving units out now. Like, I'd like to move a rifle out. Nope, can't do it. Still need it. As the garrison increases in size, though, we'll be good. All right. Note that Napoleon's just been crawling to military science. He's been taking him a long time to get there. All right, now we have more of a question about where to go next. I think it's chemistry. Chemistry leads to steel, which would allow us to do cannons. It leads to steam power. Let us do levees, which we would really want. Also leads to biology, which is amazing on this horrible food-starved map. So I think it's got to be chemistry next. But in the meantime, we're going to be building a lot of airships in all these cities. Okay, can we one turn a cav? Nope, then we'll do an airship. Buddhist missionary. Now you have the special mission of doing Wall Street. We can get about half of it done before the Golden Age ends. And then we'll keep working on it. Alright, same thing. Airship. You could use a slightly more happiness, so let's do the market next. And we'll turn off science for this turn. Works drift have expanded. Ah. Oh, we got a great artist. Nice. That means we have half of what we need for a golden age. We can get the great engineer at fusion, and then we'd have to get one other random great person, which could be tricky. But that's still good. Or we could always use on a culture bomb too, down the road. Okay, so yeah, you can... Is this tile better? I think this is better for right now. Even as sad as that is. And we can windmill this tile, maybe. Oh, we were it was one turn away from a chop anyway. Alright, let's move you. We definitely need a lot of these over at like Trickle Down and Rouen. Where are we? Oh, we're in Deer. Oh, these are the guys returning back. I mean, there's a pretty good force here. It's a little slow moving, but a little bit slow moving, but not bad. All right, we got one in Rorschach. Let's put one in Rome. That's starting to get a decent force. I can certainly use this to like go take Avignon. All right, we finish the forest preserve? We did, you guys. We finished the forest preserve. We love our national parks. There we go. Units that shoot down airships. Not until later in the game do you get the stuff that can shoot down airships. We need to. Now we also need to spread this to our own cities that are lacking religion. So we'll head up there to Panama. All right, that's good. We did a forest preserve. Now the next thing I need is I need these guys to get a road here and then here, so if I can go over to Marseille and Rouen if I want to. I have like an access point. Same thing for you guys. You guys come over here too and help with that. That's what I actually need. All right, you're just gonna go to sleep. We could light bulb drama if we wanted to, but I think we could get a better use for a great person than that. Alrighty, let's get a few more. I actually think we're relatively close to going to war with Napoleon. I would really love it if he would declare war on whoever he's targeting, which I don't think is us, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna reveal all his territory on up to, I mean, it could be us for all we know. He is Napoleon. He plots war with just about anybody. Alright. And you might think I have too many airships, but honestly, I really could use like 24 airships. I'm not even kidding. I'm just going to do whatever I can one turn here. Because like this will give me a 20 overflow. I can just like alternate airship and cav right now. Alright, so we got the engineer specialist. I would prefer to get at least up to the 2 food per turn here. Now we did the forge. Let's do the library because it's cheap. Draftsburg is really good. What's the blue on the other side of the minimap? Wangkon is the other one that has like similar colors over there. All right, we are going to need... We're kind of at the health and happiness limits here. Getting close to that already. Well, do the bank because that's a good econ building. All right, we can fire the spy specialist in favor of an engineer. That sounds good. You know what? We actually just need more culture here to push back against this. We have no culture. So we'll do the library and then maybe the university. Okay. Let's get a spot on what's out here. And maybe that'll inform how I plan through here. Didn't I put one in Rome as well? All right. Let's see if we can spot where Napoleon has units concentrated. Maybe I can actually, now I can maybe turn off the, dial down the city spending. Go back to doing this, maybe. All right. So he's got a little stack here. Okay. We found it, you guys. His big stack is at Aachen. So he probably is plotting to go to war with us, because otherwise he would have moved this stack somewhere. Probably. I guess he could also be plotting with Zara, which would be incredible. Okay. He's got his big stack here. Okay. Well, that is going to influence how we play this. Because that means we need to start moving some of our units in preparation for a battle around in the Aachen-Winna area. Yeah, that's a key spot to take. Okay, so I'm going to try to start concentrating my forces over in this area. There's also some relatively flat ground that we could use to attack. The downside is I don't know if he's going to go for Trial or if he's going to go for Winna. But he'll probably go for one of them. We need to let this stack come in and kill it, and then we can counterattack. Where does he have horses? Good question. I believe they're right on the border, actually. Right here. They're right here at Prague. I believe that's his only source. Yeah. So that should be relatively... I mean, if we also start our offensive up here, this would also be a territory we could try to take those horses and deny him horses afterwards. Now he has another stack over here, but I think, again, his big stack is here. Now, if we see this stack start moving, that's when we know he's getting ready to declare war. But for right now, he's just gathering a stack there. Okay, so let's start gathering up our own forces here. I'll put these, I'm going to start putting these units over in Trial. That also means that these siege stat things on go-to orders need to turn around and head back here. So again, the knowledge of where these units are. Now we want to leave some units over here. Let's leave like a couple of guys over here and you. You need to come with us too, our great general healer. Okay. You guys can chill over there. Okay. All right. Now, similarly, you scout out here. And then I'd love to know how much is in this spot over here. Probably not a whole lot. And so I will also now start... Oh, I also wanted to see if there's any chance I could just race forward and grab this spot over here. But I don't think that that's right. I think I need to kill Napoleon's big stack. This is the core of his force. If I can kill this, I can capture the rest of his cities like at my leisure. I have to make sure, I have to concentrate my forces and be ready to kill that spot. So we'll leave a couple of these here. You guys are going to come over here at Winna, and then we can concentrate from either side depending on what happens. Because like the Cavs can certainly maneuver in either direction, and then you guys need to come forward too. I'm gonna leave 2 rifles on the border there. Okay. I want one of you, just one of you over here at South Park for visibility's sake. You guys should probably hang out here in case I need like an emergency road built somewhere. Oh, and I have more rifles in Winna too. That's nice. Okay. So I think we can see where the battlefield's likely to be. And we're like moving in that direction now. We're going to need a new name for Aachen. We will. in time. All right, you can stay there. You come join your buddies in Winna. Same thing over here too. You come join these guys. All right. We definitely want to right there. All right, just trying to get ready. Yep. These workers I don't think have a lot more to do here for the moment. Okay, we still do have drafting to do. Similarly, you guys, I think we've kind of done what we can here for the moment. You guys can come back here and chill and just be ready. Okay, drafting. Where were we in the rotation? We had done Zara's bait. I know that. Failure. Okay, Draftsburg, which is a really good city. Draftsburg's a really good city. It hurts me to have to draft off a tile there, but I do. Winna, draft for itself. Winna's also a good city too. I think we should be working this tile. I don't really want to drop any of these, but we'll drop that one for the time being. Okay. Trial is too small, sadly. Not under flip risk, but too small. Panama will be a draftable next turn. It's almost on its forge. Rome is also just, yeah, kind of sad. We're up to 8%. We're starting to get a little bit more culture here. We might be able to drop another unit here soon. And trickle down's too small. And okay, back to oh dear. When does the cycle start again? Okay, almost ready to start again. Chemistry is apparently not that expensive of a tech. So, all right. And we want to watch where this, if this stack goes anywhere. That's the big stack. Hidden Valley, yep. We'll do at least a couple more rounds of this. All right. Oh, I can't quite one turn it, so we'll do another airship then. Observatory. Best boreal board, you can stay on infrastructure. You are stagnant. Wait, no, you need to be working this. What are you doing? Work this tile. That way you can go back to size 6 again. Bank. Observatory, sounds good. Okay. So I'm going to start concentrating airships in the Winna trial area. All right, let's do a quick reconnaissance scout for this turn, because that influences what we do elsewhere on the turn. I hate that it plays out this like lengthy animation each time. All right, failure. Like you have to, and you have to wait for the animation to finish, unfortunately. Like there's no way to speed it up, unfortunately. But by the same token, the information you get is so valuable. Where is the Doomstack? Wait, is the Doomstack still in Aachen? It's still there. Okay. He's clearly building a Doomstack there, and he's not moving it in their immediate future. Okay. Oh, there's like nothing in Rouen. That's good to know. So that'll be takeable down the road. I mean, he's not going to be sending an offensive force south from there. That's good to know. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, we pretty much just revealed Napoleon's entire territory between espionage and airships. You can rest there right now. It's pretty cool being able to see his whole territory, although apparently we're missing 3 tiles at Aachen. I'll look at that stack. But I don't think he has that many units anywhere else along. I mean, he has a decent amount of units over here, but I mean, we have rifles. I probably should leave a little bit more back here, just to be, well, we'll see. I might need to leave a couple more units back there, because he does have a decent, I mean, he has a decent number of units, but we'll see if they're actually intended to go forward. Like, if he sent all these units forward, I'd be a little concerned, but, I mean, he would have to take the time to attack these cities, and I can rally cabs over there to respond, so I think it'll be okay. And then this gives us a road through this area. All right. Yeah, just give me another couple more turns. I'm still maneuvering some units up here. But I don't want to wait too... Yeah, he's going for nationalism. I don't want to wait too long because I don't want him to get too close to rifling. All right. Let's see if we can start moving some of these defenders out. Nope, we still have a revolt chance. Still not enough on poor Krabsburg. This poor little city. We're no longer in slavery, so we can't whip the granary the way I would have at other times. Okay, so we'll just gotta spam text here. All right. That's right. Panama was large enough to draft. Let's send this one over here, just so we have another defender over here. But yeah, I think we're almost ready. Like I have these stacks moving over here. All right, so now which one do we go for? I think steam power. The levies would be nice. Actually, no. Biology gives me a benefit without having to build anything because my build queues are currently tied up on building military. So like I don't need something else to put in the build queue. Biology gives us a passive benefit, which is really, really nice. So let's do the biology then. It's an expensive tack, but we might as well get started on it. My empire already... Oh, yeah, we look a little bit like we have a mouth getting ready to chomp this guy. I can see that. We'll do one airship here, and then it's probably back to some kind of infrastructure. Run the safe. Could I look at the statistics to see how many rifles have been produced? Sure. I'll probably stop spamming the airships relatively soon, but it's going to be clear just how good they are when it comes to conflict. You wait. You'll see. If you haven't seen airships before, they're really... really effective if the enemy doesn't have any units that can counter them, which Napoleon does not at the moment. Okay, we can get rid of the spy specialist now. All right. How many rifles? Let's see. That's is that F9 statistics? Rifles. I haven't built any rifles, have I? They've all been drafted. Yeah, we have 42. Every single one's been drafted. We haven't built a single one. But I can't say I'm surprised about that. Yeah, we built them all. We drafted them all. Drafting's very powerful, especially on a map like this where production's limited, but like there's lots of small cities. Zara already at 10k culture in 3 cities. That's true. If he might Aksum, they're all A cities. Aksum, Addis Ababa. Are any of them close to our borders? They're deep in his territory. Well, that makes it all the more pressing to try to deal with... Oh my god, we failed again! That's twice in a row we failed at that city. We would have to deal with Napoleon. Now, if he ends... Oh, is that why his culture... Is that why his demos spiked? Is it because he's running the culture... He is running the culture slider. Oh my god, he's running the culture slider. He's going for a cultural victory. That's why his tech's not advancing, and that's why his GMP ballooned. Oh, man. You guys are right. You guys are right. He's going for the cultural win. Okay. He's going for the cultural win. Aksum, Addis Ababa. I feel like we have to deal with Napoleon first, though. Now we're officially on a timer. I know, right? But one of his cities is right... Guys, one of his cities is right here. That's really close. That's not far at all. I think we have time. I mean, yeah, sure, if we just do nothing, but like, I think we have... I mean, how long is it going to... You know what we can do? We can keep track of how fast he's gaining culture. He's at 9902. We can track that. I think we'll have time. I think we have at least 50 or 60 turns. And I don't want to start a war... I'd rather start a war with him when... I have the next generation of military tech. It's 50k. What changes is we have to fight him, yeah, which is unfortunate, which I did not want to deal with him. But I really think we'd do better to go and try to take a good chunk out of Napoleon and then maybe hit him with tanks against rifles. Smart AI, though. It just means that now it gets a little bit trickier. Wait, why is Winna unhappy? Oh, because we drafted it doesn't have a barracks, I bet. Yeah, drafted it doesn't have a barracks. AI, you can see the Civ4 AI puts up a pretty good fight in this game. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like it's gonna. I also feel like it's gonna be tricky. I mean, there's no like, look, this is one of his 3 legendary cities, right? There's no cottages here. Like, how is he gonna get to 50K? There's no cottages. Is he even in free speech? He's not. He's not. Oh, he is in free speech. Okay. But I mean, yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think that's gonna be a tough order for him. All right, you go to sleep. You tell me what's up here. All right. I hate that I have to wait for that. Why did they make the animation so long? Yeah, it's still that big stack there. But it should have to. It can't attack any of my cities unless it crosses onto flat ground first. And that's when we'll be ready to pounce. Okay, you... Yeah, head on over here. I could send in a spy to get him off free speech. I mean, he would probably just revolt back. I'm not worried about... I actually think this will work out okay. It just means that we'll out-tech him, and then we'll hit him when we have a tech advantage. The fact that he has a city this close is a really good sign. Like, that's... We'd only have to take 1-2 cities, and then we got him. So I think that helps a lot. Where is this, by the way? Okay, we need to move this up to Winna. So you can have 4 of them in a city. So Winna's now capped out. You are going to stay there. And I don't think I need to scout rule on every turn. I'll leave this cav here just in case something happens. Just so I have like one other real unit over here. Okay, you're fine here. Yeah, and then, what is it, my 1 mover stacks? Yeah, I think we want to go in like 1 or 2 more turns. The problem is I kind of need him to move this stack into my territory and then react. Can we 1 turn a cav here? Nope, so we'll do another airship. Mark it here. We definitely need the barracks for nationhood happiness because we just drafted. We need the forge. This poor city. Trial is not much of a city. Yeah, we succeed on our own conversions. Also, the Golden Age is sadly about to end. It's annoying to have to keep doing this every turn, but it's also the information's really valuable. I just wish that I just wish there was a way to turn off the... Is there a way to turn off the animations? I think there is a way to do that because it's so long every turn. Is there any benefit to air on air promote? The air promotion, the fact that there are promotions on air units is like kind of an underexplored portion of the gameplay. All right, so we've got Winna as full. Let's actually, Panama is actually a pretty good spot because from Panama we could hit attackers coming into this front, and we can also well, no, we should do trial, I guess. All right, you guys are all there, okay. I think we actually declare war on this turn because I need him to come hit me, remember? Oh, wait. What's this? Is this his actual force moving out? No. Oh, whoa. His Doomstack moved. It's not there anymore. Oh, it's up here. Oh, wait, no, it's not. It's in the same spot. I was just reading the wrong... Wait, what? Wasn't it in Aachen last turn? Now it's in Lübeck? Am I wrong, or did he move the Doomstack? Am I wrong? Didn't he move it up here? Wasn't it in Aachen last turn? Or was it always in Lübeck? It was... Okay, he moved it. Okay. We got to see where he's sending it then. Because if he's sending this at Mansa Musa, we are going to be overjoyed to let him do that. Okay. That means the force that's here in Winna needs to shift over here to trial. Where am I? I'm in Winna right now. Because we would love to have him start a war with somebody else. Well, let's wait one more turn and see. See if it's like real. Napoleon is plotting war, yes. But we don't know. We're not exactly sure who the target is. Where are we right now? Okay. Yeah, let's get over here. We're not exactly sure who he's plotting with. Okay, yeah, you. Oh, Strasbourg also needs a barracks, doesn't it? Yeah, I need the barracks for happiness. Whoops. Okay. All right, let's see. So our golden age is sadly coming to an end. But we have managed... Oh, we lost Zara's demos. Okay, I need Zara's demos. That's important. Oh, wow, he is really running the slider, isn't he? He's really running this... He's doing something with espionage. All right. Napoleon, we can see his cities reasonably well. New draft cycle this round, is that right? That's right. Okay. I'll just start sending units up to Winna that get drafted. That's good enough. It'll be close enough to the front lines. All right, the safe. Yep. Lake Wobegon has not grown back to size 6 yet. Riverside. Wait, what the? Why is it working a spy specialist? That is not correct. Much better. And whatever's next after Riverside. Jewel Lake. Poor Jewel Lake. We keep... Oh, apparently I doubled up on the unhappiness there. Apparently it was the unhappiness meter had not worn off there. That's okay. It'll grow back under that. There we go. There we go. All right. Yeah. Goodbye, Golden Age. We will not be able to hit biology quite as quickly now. All right. Oh, see, now the airship drops down to 9 more turns. And sadly, we can no longer be one-turning these units over and over again. But it was a good Golden Age. We got a lot of value out of that. The observatory is a little cheaper, and we don't need to worry about cultural pressure here. All right, trickle down. You're probably going to need happiness before you need health here. All right, well, let's see if we can find that stack again. Sadly comes to an end. Okay. Let me actually see if I can turn off the animations. I'm getting so tired of this. Options. I have show friendly moves turned off, actually. Quick moves. Does this one do it? Let's try this. See if that does it. All right. I'm on the wrong unit. That's why I can't. All right. Yay. It was fast. Okay. Oh, yeah. The stack is on the move. And I don't think we're the target, because I think if we were the target, he would have gone after us. I think we're not the target. This is great. Okay. Fantastic. Now, we're still going to go over there and kill that stack, but we'd love it if we don't have to deal with him, or if he is engaged with another AI is fantastic. Okay. So that means we need to move our units over here, because if his stack is coming over this way, I think he's targeting Mansa. I really do. I think he's going for this Mansa Musa city. So that means the Magdeburg area is where the combat's likely to begin. And Aachen's relatively undefended. All right, well, let's move keep our one move. I'm going to keep my Cav stack over here. I actually think I might send that over here and try to grab this, because this is such an easy, relatively undefended spot over here. Although Aachen would be nice to take too. Well, No, this is silly. Let's keep the calves concentrated. Let's not split them up. Splitting is silly. If I can keep them together, I can just race from city to city. 2 turning calves outside of Golden Age. It's still good, especially on a map like this. Now we do have a little overflow, but still, we still get like 60-ish production a turn there. Better Mansa than me, yeah. Yeah. So how many turns? So this is moving 3 tiles per turn. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can probably attack in like 2 or 3 more turns. I'd love to let him, jump on him right when he declares. All right, anyway. So let's get our mounted stack back. We're going back to trickle down again. Because this looks like the area where the combat's going to take place. We'll leave a few units here, but mostly leave 1 here. Reposition most of you. All this maneuvering. Control click. Okay. Let's leave 2 of you guys there, and then we'll grab these. Start moving you over to the Rome area. Now, same thing over here. Trial. I want to leave like 2 of these guys behind, and we'll take the rest. And you guys move to trickle down. Okay. Just gotta move all these units here. All right, rebase to Panama. And then the Great General Medic. I feel so I like set up my whole military over here, and then now I gotta move it back again. So we have 4 airships in trickle down, 4 airships in Rome. And then we'll go from there. There's a limitation of you can only fit 4 airships in each city. All right, you can stay there. I do want some eyes over here. Okay. Can the human be bribed to join the war, or only? I don't think you can be bribed to join a war. I don't think it works that way, for better or for worse. That'd be fun if they could say, we'll give you this much money if you join us in our war, but I don't think they do that. Airship in Riverside. Okay. I'm about hitting the point where I think it's time to stop building more airships, at least in the cities that are relatively close to the front lines. I can actually use a missionary or 2, and you could do a couple more, another cav, while we're waiting on something new. All right, you need the barracks for happiness, and you guys are just going through infrastructure. All right, where did the stack go this turn? Is it there? All right, moving there. Yeah, I mean, it would not be moving like this if we were not the target. I really think it's going to hit Mansa, and then we can go hit that stack as well. All right, rebase mode. So we have almost full airships in there. So you sleep, you just get us the view from over here. Okay. Good. You guys are ready? Okay. You guys can come back over here. Take 2 of these and move them over here as well. Rebase mode. There. All right, so we've got that city full. And for right now, I kind of have as many units, many guys crammed in here as I can. If I could take Magdeburg, I could stuff more units in there, but I'd have to take that city. For now, I guess you can hang out there. Consider drama for theaters. Theaters are good for happiness. We should probably go back and, I agree, we should probably clean that up because that's a pretty cheap tech. And it is good for happiness, I agree. Yeah, I've kind of hit the limit on units I can put over here. All right. We do have more drafting to do, right? Jewel Lake we already double drafted. But, like, Shaka bait is good. As long as the AI doesn't reconfigure my tile improvements all wonky. Okay. I mean, if I have, like, enough rifles just in Winna, I could just walk up to Aachen and try to take it. It is rifles against whatever trash he has in there. And I can use the airships to bombard the defenders, I guess. We do have music. We actually do have music. We needed music for military tradition. So, good question, but we do already have that one. Yeah, Hidden Valley just keeps drafting off this. I'll keep that there for safety's sake. And Deer Space 9 is, of course, our heroic epic city. Up, and we've hit now the draft timer again. We are most advanced. We just built the Kremlin. So now if we do need to whip something, well, we're not in slavery, but if we need to rush by something, we can. You know, you can actually rush by. Can you rush by spaceship parts? I can't remember if you can do that or not. All right. But cheaper rushing cost is always nice. Also denies it to the AI. Yes, you need drama for the slider. Alrighty. You are far enough back that I don't really need more espionage stuff. You could get an airship, I suppose. We might also want to start putting some of these cities. You know what? We should probably do jails in some of these. Just for the war weariness, combat power. You are still building your infrastructure. You need the apothecary. Library into probably this because we need health here. Same thing. You probably are going to need that if we draft down the road. All right. Time to get our daily update on where the stack is going. At least now I don't have to wait for that animation to play out. Our spy is still in the middle of it. Napoleon's territory too. Where did it go? Where's the? All right, here it is. Doomstack still moving up. We're gonna find out where it's going real soon. Okay, so remember how we were worried about Zara's culture? It's been like 3 or 4 turns. He only gained like 1,000 culture, so it looks like we have quite a bit of time before he gets to the point where he's a serious threat to win by culture. So not irrelevant. We need to pay attention to it, but it's not as bad as it could be. Yeah, that's actually changed, I think, at times in various patching history, whether or not the spaceship parts could be rushed. But I believe I think they can't right now. Okay. All right. We got a lot of calves up there. I think we're in pretty comfortable shape to win this game. Nothing's guaranteed, but I think we're in relatively comfortable shape. All right, let's see where this goes. It could theoretically enter Mansa's territory this turn. It could also enter our territory this turn. But we have a lot of units ready, if that's the case. Let's see. Let's see if we get the word declaration. I'm going to take a screenshot of like setting the stage here, because I will have to write this up at some part. Oh, he did. He just did. I can see. I saw it on the mini-map. Yes, he just declared on Mansa. All right, great. Of course, the thing is, we're about to declare war too, but he just moved his big stack into someone else's territory, which is just great. All right, let's do the observatory. Actually, we're going to need health here. We'll do the aqueduct. Thank goodness we're getting crabs. There it is. Okay. All right, so now his army is not defending his territory. So I think we respond by going in ourselves. We've got all these units here ready. Let's cancel the go-to orders. Let me just reveal this area over here, or this area over here. All right, so we can basically see everything along the frontier. And all right, we can see everything. We can see the whole battlefield. All right. So this stack is not in any position to hit us this turn. Magdeburg is extremely exposed. So I think we go take it. You would wait for us to ask to fight. No, we're not fighting Mansa. Mansa's too far away. I mean, just like look at the minimap, right? If we conquer Napoleon, our territory is so nicely defined and contiguous. It's so well set up from that perspective. It just makes infinitely more sense. Plus, Napoleon. The other problem with Napoleon is we can't trust that he's not going to fight us. He will declare war at please. Like we cannot trust him not to declare war on us. So we can never really be safe. Also Zara, by the way. I think we just run our espionage against Zara from this point forward because we have what we need from Napoleon. You can never trust Napoleon. All right. So, I mean, he's been a good ally thus far, but like we have a lot of units ready to go here. We've got a nice cav stack. We'll hit Magdeburg. And then his stack, we can probably hit his stack up here with our, all of our one movers and catapults. So it's got to be the play here. All right. All right, yeah, he's researching military tradition. We need to stop him before he gets to rifles and calves. Like, we only have so much time. If he gets up to rifles and calves, it's going to get ugly. So, but we're actually pretty close to him in power. Like, and we have rifles and calves, and he does not. This is going to be a slaughter. Not going to be, it's going to take not going to be done in today's session. It's going to take a while, but. All right, let's do this. First things first. We, what's the order of the command to hit the target? Attack enemy units. That's right. These can only hit enemy units. They can't bombard the city defenses, but they can still soften up targets pretty nicely. And they only do single target damage, but it's still pretty nice. All right. Now we've got more airships in here. Actually, we might as well just promote them all combat 1. All right. And that's the most damage we can do to the longbows. I'll probably hit those knights next, but let's see. All right, next up. Combat 4. Yeah, those are pretty good odds. Want to start hitting the... Oh, seriously? I might turn off the animations as well, just because it's gonna... There's like we're at the hitting the point where there's so much fighting. Quick combat. Here we go. Let's do that. Like, there we go. I know it's fun to watch the animations, but like this is going to take a long time if we wait for all of them. Okay. Well, sadly, not much survive capture there. We can consider renaming this. We can also rebase airships into Magdeburg, which will be really nice. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can hit this stack here. And we can position, like from here, we can go 1, 2, 3, boom, hit that. Airship Central, sure. Air Shop Central. Like I have, oh, I already used those guys for reconnaissance. That's fine though. Okay, next we can hit that 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, we can hit that stack. So let's grab our airships and start pounding these poor, unfortunate knights. Unfortunately, the most they can do is 20% damage, but that still helps a lot. Anyway, and we have guys, we already used these. Okay. We have some guys in Panama as well. Airship. I'm saying guys, I mean airships. We'll rebase you. Airship Central. Gotta have airships in Airship Central, right? Alright. We'll attack from this tile. It's nice to have the fast combat, I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy watching the combats, but like when there's... Oh, do we have a shock guy by any chance? Is there like a random shock knight in here? Or cav? I deliberately tried not to promote these guys to shock because it wasn't gonna have a long... Oh, remember how we had the sentry guy for extra visibility? Well, now we just have airships, which just kind of makes it... apparently we don't. One thing you don't get is you don't get a chance to see like how injured the units are afterwards, which is a bit of a shame. But, alright. And we don't need a pinch guy. We want combat 4 if we've got it. And you even have time to move back a step. Nice. Okay. So the rest of these calves... That's a lot of calves. Yeah, let's move up here to Airship Central. Good. Now, our one movers. Alt-click groups the whole stack. We might as well take the worker while we're at it. So they can be here next turn. So I think we're setting up to kill this stack not on turn 303, but probably on turn 304. I'm hoping. All right, and now you guys move on up here. If you suffer heavy, it could be a Gallopula. That's fantastic. All right, you guys can probably just come chill here for right now. We kind of got the roads we needed through here. All right, now I needed these guys here for flip suppression. I'd like to move them out. Do I have enough? I don't have it. There's too many units in Aachen to take this with what's here, which is just a defensive garrison. If some of those units move out, though, we probably could. All right, I have 1 billion workers, but I don't think there's any like combat roads I need to build. Yeah, so we have all these units. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is great. We can, if we just stage an Airship Central, then we go 1, 2, 3, and we hit the big stack. I want to play until I kill this big stack, and then like that's the big thing. After that, the war is pretty much won, and it's just a matter of taking all the cities. All right. So I'm hoping I can do that in like the next turn or two. I also needed to... Am I up to a draft cycle? I think I am. Because I did Hidden Valley. Yeah. Okay. It's a draft turn. Again, we're not going to be drafting too much longer. Because we will be getting factories at some point in the near future. But for right now, it's still a really good value proposition. I mean, I say that as I'm going past Wendy's. I'm like, it's a really good value deal. You know, at Wendy's. All right, Best Boreal Boy can be drafted next turn. Horse Gambit can go this turn, though. I'm just setting these guys to win it. I'll find a better spot for them soon enough. And Works Drift as well. Works Drift is getting close on Wall Street. It's more than halfway done. And then I know Zarabate. Oh, Zarabate's not big enough. Again, with the food being so low on this map, Failer actually can be drafted. That's funny. Because it's, you know, already a captured one. Extra Value Deal could be a city name. Let's see if Napoleon takes that. Water supply of Strasbourg was poisoned. Oh my god. The air. Oh, typical AI. We already have some war. Yeah, we need to do a drama next because we're going to need the slider before this war's over. I'll do some jails. They have value as more weirdness suppression, which it seems like we're probably going to need. We'll not fight our brothers and sisters. Oh, yeah, that's going to be annoying, too. Well, you guys are just going to have to get over it. You're not going to have to worry about that. You can do another cav, because you're not going to worry about... Oh, you can build Christian missionaries. Well, if we ever get another prophet, we can do the Christian shrine. But for now, you can just chill with that. I can't believe that they're immediately like, poison the water, poison the water. It's like, what the... You guys and you're poisoning the water, I swear. Well, the good news is we're building an aqueduct, and Strasbourg had enough food in its box that it doesn't look like it's about to starve. Where's the other one they poison the water, though? Trickle down? Okay, whatever. I mean, this one's also going to be fine. It's just a really dumb way to spend your espionage points. All right, let's get that scouting report first. So, oh, the AI is, oh, they are set up perfectly. They're going to take this, but they'll still be on this tile next turn. Because, see, this stack can move up here and be ready to go on the following turn. Where's my Great General Medic, by the way? Where's my Medic? Here it is. Oh, I never moved it up. Well, that's fine. I didn't need it up there last turn anyway. It's this turn when units are healing that I need it. So, cool. All right, yep. So those units are all ready to go. And then next turn we slam this stack and we kill everything there. And then Napoleon's basically a dead man walking. Unfortunately, this group... Oh, wait, no. Can this group reach that tile? I think they're one tile short, sadly. Does South Park have stables? No. I'm not building a stable at this point. Stables don't have much long-term usefulness right now because they're going to be obsolete very soon. All right, so what are we trying... Oh, okay, here's an isolated stack of maces. We'll hit this. I do need to get another scout, though. Need to make sure there's nothing like sneaking up on me that I don't expect. Similarly over here. Okay, there's a random pike wandering through. I'm not going to attack that on a forest tile, but... Actually, I might just kill it. Because I have 2 airships here that can... Okay. And this guy is just kind of wandering through. Fine. Fine, whatever. I get the chance to kill an isolated unit. I'll take it. Alright, am I being attacked? No. Question is, would I want to attack here? Probably not. He's starting to get grenadiers. Does South Park... Okay, well, since people have been asking, does South Park have stables? I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure I didn't... Where is South Park anyway? Pretty sure it doesn't have stables. But at most, I'm only going to build like 2 more calves out of here. It's not worth it to build a stables just for that. Oh, wow, this unit's on like no HP. So sadly, this stack here, 1, 2... Yeah, this stack here cannot hit that, but all these other units will be able to hit the big stack. And that's what we want. I don't know if I want to hit it with the catapults or not. Maybe, maybe not, but we'll see. I think I'm going to get odds with my calves even without, because they are just, this stack is just on flat ground. Hopefully they're still standing there next turn. I think they will be. All right, anyway, we do have units to kill here, though. This mace and crossbow are just sitting here completely exposed, so we'll just wipe them out because we can. This unit's full health. 99.9. Go right back in. This unit needs to heal. This unit also needs to heal. But we have plenty of full health calves that are ready to go here. Let's get one that's not pinch. Pinch is going to be useful against anything that's gunpowder, but a lot of these units aren't gunpowder based units. Okay, you guys can all chill there. Do I have... Alright, I have the maximum number in Airship Central right now. I guess I'm like kind of quietly building another force here at Winna. Yeah, you should just make sure there's nothing funky going on up here, which there is not. You guys just hang out here in Deer Space for the moment until there's more for you to do. And I mean, I guess you can come over here to Panama. There's another little stack here that's making its way, but I mean, we could easily take worms right now too, but I want to kill this big stack. Like that's my focus right now. Can you hit anything? Yeah, you guys can hit. Let's put the stack and make sure you guys are all promoted, just because. Hit these guys. They'll have to go heal. I'm not going to go attack that force, but now I'll have to either go heal or continue moving when they don't have. All right, from here. Oh, we're 1 tile out of range to hit this here. That's annoying. Well, I can't really... I mean, I can't get them any further north. I already have used up every slot in Airship Central and Trickle Down, so I guess you guys just have to chill for the time being. Alright, you come join these other workers down here. Poor Trickle Down and the starvation. All right, we got another Buddhist missionary. We want to continue spreading religion in our cities that don't have religion yet. So Rome would be a good choice for this one. And all right, trickle down. We can hit units from here, right? Might as well use our promotion. I'm not sure what that does, but there you go. No, I'm not. No, I was trying to rebase this. There we go. Oh, is that already full? Oh, it's already full of airships. Okay. Well, I might have enough to go for Aachen, just with the rifles here. Because rifle against musket's a pretty good matchup. And these are all just draft conscripts anyway. Not like they're really important units or anything. We'll see. All right, I believe I can draft a couple of these cities. Best Boreal Boy grew, so now we can draft a rifle. You can base there. Yes, I could build forts, but I think I'm going to have enough cities that I don't need to build forts specifically for that. It's a good suggestion, but I don't think I need it just yet. Now, I did Rorke's-Drift, didn't I? Yeah. Failure, and I just drafted Failure. That's right. Okay, well, you know, one thing. Oh, and okay, never mind. We are these cities are. I don't want to double draft them. Happiness is enough of an issue. But yeah, we're gonna get biology, and then we'll do drama because we're probably gonna need the slider. All right. Well, let's see. So this city is 100% getting taken. I'm hoping the stack remains here, so that I can just slaughter that stack. I was hoping it would not do that. Move into Katsina. But I can still take. Oh, I need work. Dang, I need workers up here. That's okay. We can still deal with this, but the fact that there's not a road on that tile is very annoying. I should have moved the workers up. I should have anticipated that that might happen and moved the workers up. That's my bad. Ah, well. I don't. Do you already have a jail? Apparently you never have a jail. Okay. Well, I don't really have anything else to build back here. Have fun with an intelligence agency, I guess. All right, well, let's use our eyes in the sky again. So they all moved in there. Obviously didn't lose much doing that. Man, I wish I'd been like one turn faster to kill this guy. See, I don't know what he's going to do on this inner turn. Man, I wish I'd been one turn faster. I wish I brought my workers up last turn. But they're not in position to toss a road down there. All right. Okay. Well. One, two. I'd like to go take... Why don't I use my calves to go take worms? I'll keep my one mover stack here. At some point, he's going to have to turn and move this stack back this way, and when he does, I'll jump on it. I think that's what how I'll play this one. In the meantime, I can keep slamming his stacks. All right. Because like any of the units that are like out and exposed, I can hit. There we go. All right, so those units are pretty crippled now. All right, so let's see. You are full health. And then you can hop right back in and be ready to heal. You need to heal for a turn. You are full health, but you have the wrong promotion. Let's split this. All right. I've got a couple pinch guys, which will be very handy against other guys. Oh, you didn't even take damage. Nice. All right. I mean, we're starting to cut into his forces. Yeah, you can see our power is creeping up, but the big shark fin will come when we hit that stack. Yeah, he still has a decent number of units over here too, but let's take out worms. Are there any other... There is a longbow that's exposed here. Anyway, let's grab these. Just get that stupid promotion out of it. Oh, wow, they actually have double promotions? Okay. Sure, have fun with that. Let's see. See, it's pointless to hit units in cities because they'll just heal the damage in between turns, and like unless you're actually attacking. Let's see if we can get a hit on that guy. Okay. Nope, we already did max damage we can do to that stack. Well, how about these guys? Oh, how about these guys then? Okay. Alrighty, so amongst my 1, 2, let's 1, 2, kill that guy while it's just out in the open. We get some flanking damage. Yeah, see, I can't get back in the city, unfortunately, so we'll scoot back there. I don't want to hit that because I'll kill the one trebuchet and then kill the other one by flanking, and my cav will end its turn right here, which is not what we want. All right, so healthy calves are going to go make a sprint towards worms, which we can definitely take. Not on this turn, unfortunately, but all right. All the healthy guys. We'll de-click the... Oops. There we go. Everybody else should be full health that I have grabbed here. 1, 2... 2, 1... Wait, 1... Yeah, I'm one. That's right. I'm one tile too far back. 1, 2, 3, 4. From right here. His big stack can't reach me on this tile, so that's a safe place to be. But we are going to need that tundra tile roaded, which is why I have workers ready to road that tile. They can't get there this turn, but next turn I can road this if need be, and we can grab worms next turn. I realize I'm set up to attack across the river, which is kind of unfortunate, but I wanted them here so they can pounce on that stack if need be. Rename worms Diet of Worms if we can take it. Yeah. You guys are healing. You guys are just chilling here, waiting. You're the healer. You guys, now at least the one mover stack is reunited, which is great. By the way, drama, we do not need this much on drama. This is a very cheap tech. All right, another airship. Some of these airships we're going to be able to move over to other locations. Oh, hello. There's a, look at this. There's a knight that randomly ran into our territory. Well, you know what we do to trespassers, right? We let them know they are not wanted. All right, just give me these promotions. The promotions on airships I don't feel like really matter that much. Because the AI like never builds planes. All right, how much is in? Okay, Aachen is not that well defended now. We're going to make a play for this city. Because the AI moved its defenders away. Again, having like map hacks is such an advantage. All right. There's some units that do not have full movement points, so we're going to go straight onto here. And we're only 2 turns away. I also have a lot of these guys that can bombard the defenders. Okay. And hey, look at this. We conveniently have a knight. Well, I actually could have taken formation there if I wanted, but... Cool. And then hang out here, and then similarly you... Come back here, and then you guys can join that attack next turn, the calves. Can you get there too? No, you don't have enough movement points, unfortunately. And I don't think there's anywhere thing you guys can hit. Here, have fun just randomly shooting guys. Although I think you actually do create war weariness every time you bombard, so I probably shouldn't do it just for like no reason. I turned the animations off. There was just too much fighting taking place. All right, you get up there since you're full health, and you also get up there. There's too much fighting going on. I had to turn the animations off. Okay. Now, I'm not getting attacked anywhere down here, am I? No. And, like, you just keep right on strolling in here, you Grenadier. I got units ready to deal with you. All right, you are still healing. And you guys, you know, same thing. You're just, I'm ready to hit this stack. It is in range from down here, but let's see what it does. Okay. Deer space, you're fine right there because you can reveal tiles for me. Okay, I still think we're going to be able to pounce on this stack any turn now. Any turn now. Wait, no, now it's going through Mansa's. Oh, it's still attacking. Okay, well. I mean, if it wants to fool around off in Mansa's territory, then it can do that. All right, next up, let's go steam power. We'd like to get levies. We really would like that. And that also clears the way to assembly line. Got the Buddhist missionary. All right, and again, we're still converting cities. You are just continuing to do calves for quite a while. The poison water is slowly starting to die down, so that's nice. We got the barracks done. And sure, just have fun with an observatory. Steam power is pretty expensive. We're going to need a little while on that. Yeah, the French army took a Malian city. Okay, now you are doing not what I expected, Napoleon. So his stack is headed this way. So we can go through Zara's territory. Okay. He's actually left a huge portion of his stack over here. Okay. He actually messed up pretty badly. He split off part of the stack away, and he left a whole bunch of it off here. We can punish him for this. And he also moved this stack down here. So he actually split into 3 pieces. We can punish this really hard. So first things first, let's take worms. Oh, he's also got a stack. Okay, wow. He's got a lot of stacks running around here. Okay, it's a target-rich environment, as Syrian would like to say. Alrighty, so we are going to endeavor to kill... First, we're going to kill these 2 stacks, and then we're going to kill this. I don't know if we can take this city this turn. There's a lot of units there, but we're going to start chewing through his trash units pretty aggressively. Sorry, that's just a text from family. All right. And then for some reason, there's 3 catapults over here. So I don't understand that. Well, let's clean up over here first. Airstriking this also. There we go. So they also... airstriking a target also reveals. I should have remembered that. All right, anyway. So you guys are all going to move up a tile. And meanwhile, those calves are also going to move up. Even though they both took a little damage, they'll both move up. All right. Now, one of these rifles can go kill this at 99.9. And then I had some reinforcing guys coming up, so I still have 2 defenders. And nope, not what I wanted. What did I just click? Oh, I just clicked skip turn. Okay, that's fine. I actually didn't know what that little symbol meant. Okay, so we just killed that little stack. We moved up next to Aachen. We don't have anything attacking over here. Okay, we have randomly a grenadier and a catapult on this tile for some reason. All right, let's get back to the main front, which is bombarding these knights. I'm taking 18% off the health of these units. All right, we already got them. Okay, no, we did not all get them damaged. All right, meanwhile, the only guys that can reach worms should do so, because these musketeers are behind defenses. But we got... All right, I don't think I can reach with any other... I think that's out of range of any of the other airships. The ones back here can hit some targets, though. Yeah, we softened them up pretty good. Okay. Now, do I have any pinch guys here? I think I do. Apparently I moved some injured guys who were supposed to be healing. I could have sworn I didn't do that, but where are... I know I have some pinch guys, don't I? Nope, apparently not. Well, one of these... Yeah, 1 or 2 of these guys was supposed to be healing. I must have mismoved them. Well, that's... You know, the good thing about having promotions is some of you guys can... All right, now, unfortunately, I can't really get around. I have to take the river. Oh, wow, that's actually bad odds for the river crossing penalty. Okay. Well, oh, cool, we got a withdrawal. Cool, that works. I mean, that's as good as killing that unit. Now, where's the guy I just promoted with pinch? 81%. We'll do another pinch. Oh, we withdrew, okay. Like I said, I mean, it works. It's as good as a dead unit here. Get you an extra promotion then. And do I have any guys that still have shock? I don't think so. That was partly difficult because I had this stupid attacking across a river positioning. But as I said, I wanted to be on this side so I could go hit that stack. They didn't end up moving quite the way I wanted. Diet of Worms. But anyway, we took that out. All right. Now, these guys here. Our one movers can reach them, so let's use our one movers first. Because they so rarely actually get to fight, these guys. And there's nobody here that Shock would benefit from. Or that, not Shock, that Pinch would benefit from. Alright, yeah, I'm splitting the stack, you guys. 4 XP, enough for 2 promotions. It is nice to be charismatic sometimes. So we're hitting these guys at 99% odds. 96% odds. Like, this is just... Now we get to... All these units that Napoleon spent the whole game building up, now we're just cleaning out his stacks like it's nothing at 99% odds. From draftees that only cost us 1 population point. It's absolutely beautiful. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. We're getting 97% or higher odds in every combat. We're actually going to get a promotion with a bunch of these guys too. Beautiful. And you. There's a mace here for you to eliminate. Very good. All right, so we cleaned that out. As I said, I don't know if I have enough attackers to hit this stack. Let's get the ones trickling in from the right-hand side next. I still have some... Yeah, I still have a couple shots to put down here. So let's grab them. What do we have? Some pikes? Okay, yeah, I mean, against the pikes, we really do want to use the rifles. Cause we will take the time to move a step north, so we don't have a river penalty. Alright, the scout. You know what? You want an extra promotion? Here you go. Now you can be city garrison too, musket. Alright. I mean, there's a decent sized stack here too. So let's kill this. I don't know if I have any attacks left that can... I don't think I have any more shots that can hit that. I mean, if you want the log, I mean, it's pretty good so far. We're killing a lot of units. As I said, I don't think we have enough to wipe this stack too, but we can probably kill this one. I will use the one movers if possible. Now, this stacks up on top of a hill, which makes it a little trickier. But, alright, so I get 78. What if I use a cav here, just out of curiosity? 88%. I'll take the 88%. And move back in the city where you heal faster. So we still have the 78. Oh yeah, they have all those pikes though, which makes it kind of annoying. I could, of course, also send in the catapult. Maybe we'd send in a catapult or two. Just because, like, we're not going to use these guys. Like, we're not going to use these guys. Yeah, let's just send in, like, 2 or 3 catapults. Because, like, what else am I going to use these catapults for? Alright, that softened them up really nice. I think that's one more. And then that's probably enough. Oh, we actually even got the withdrawal. Let's go. Alright, yeah, now that stack has been ripped to shreds. So now we can use our remaining units to just go carve it up at 99% odds. I mean, the only issue is, like, I'm running out of attackers to kill everything at 99%. But that's why you get all the draftees. Like, you need just warm bodies to wipe units out. Even the musket, I could still use the musket here. Like, I'm just literally almost out of units to attack. Even these injured calves can, like, move up and kill things. Because it's just free. It's free eats right now, basically. And, like, this guy's injured, but, like, it doesn't matter. As I said, it's free eats right now. And then we will we'll need a turn or two to heal after this absolute annihilation of this enemy force. Now, I still have some more calves up here that haven't attacked yet. So I still have more attackers, don't get me wrong. But I was trying to kill. All right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can go here. I'd actually like to move these guys out of the way because I want to be able to move through these tiles. Now, you are not fully healed. I think I need to move you. Well, I might still need you as an attacker, so let's not go there quite yet. All right, good stuff. And you get back in the city, so you heal faster. Well, I think you would have been full health regardless. All right, over here. Another 99%. I mean, the rivers have just run absolutely red with blood this turn. So we should get a nice little shark fin after this next turn. All right, and you can even get back in the city. Okay, so we still have a decent chunk of calves here. Now, what I need to do is, I don't think we engage this stack this turn. I think we heal. I think we need to heal up a little bit before we do anything else. I don't think we engage this stack this turn. So let's take the guys that are full health. We do want to make sure we leave... Actually, I was going to say make sure we leave some units in here, but I don't know that we do have to leave units in here. This rifle can just move up next turn and garrison. Because, like, who's going to attack this city? Like, who can even reach it? I should leave at least one unit in there. You can go in there, and then how about you just for one turn, just to make sure. All right, the rest of you guys, let's try to head back down to air... Head back down here. Kind of holding this tile. All right, you... Yeah, we'll just move them back into Airship Central. It's a good staging spot. Yeah, we might as well move them all. Or so move them back in here. Some of them do need to heal. I mean, I'd say that was a pretty good turn, though. And then you guys, the workers. I need a road on this tile. Because it's annoying not having this roaded. This is why you want to have workers just along. I don't really care if the AI runs in like a knight to kill them. I don't really care. And I need this tile roaded, but I can do that with the workers that are here. 6 workers can one tile road that next turn if I need to. And they can go 1, 2, 3. So they're fine to stay there. And then you guys just chill. And our medic is right here healing everybody. Cool. That was a good turn. That was a good turn. And now I can also start rebasing guys into Deed of Worms. Right up here. Ooh. And we're going to need to spread Buddhism. So let's queue up a missionary. A Buddhist missionary over here. Let's see. You can't get into Deed of Worms, but I'll just move you to cover the worker. Just because. All right. You guys are ready to hit Aachen next turn, so you guys can chill until then. And same thing over here. Nice to attack someone who doesn't have railroads. Yeah, seriously. Again, we wanted to hit him before he managed to get more advanced tech. Okay, I mean, I don't know exactly how many we killed, but we killed a lot that turn. So I would expect that there's a rather sizable decrease in his power rating. We're definitely above him in power now. We're number 2 in power. All right. I'm about to stop. All right, so, okay. Up, here we go. Up, here we go. Let's go. They move the stack forward. We can tear it to pieces again. I'm going to finish up. I'm going to finish wiping his stack, and then we'll stop because I'm getting a little bit tired today. We'll do... we already did that. We'll do this for culture. All right. Now, is this close enough to the action that we can reconnaissance mode? No, we're slightly out of range here to reconnaissance mode. All right, well, let's reveal that. Okay. First up, let's see if we can take Aachen. We're going to start airstriking the defenders. And we have more over here. Oh, we should take the promotions. You can see, I hope, why I turned off the animations. There's just too many units to move around here to watch all the animations. We still can do some more airstrikes there, actually, because I have more units here in Failure. I got one more. I don't know why it shifted away when I had one more. All right. Zara culture check. I mean, he's gained like 2,000 culture in the time we've been playing this, so I'm not too concerned. All right, now this is this on a hill? This is on flat ground, but you know that is like they're not going to have odds in these battles. So send in the conscripts. Now there is actually a musketeer here, so 40%, but we knocked the musket down to very low health, so that's good. 38%. We knock that guy down to low health. We're up to like 50-50s now. Now we're up to 80%. All right, I think we win out from here. I mean, that means we lost, what, 2 units to take this? And this one's nice because this frees up. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. There were a ton of wonders in here. Anything useful? Not really. Angkor Wat, maybe. Chichen Itza. Oh, removing Chichen Itza is nice, just not to have to deal with that. Napoleon has horses, but not for much longer. They're right here as his one source. And we just got a great general. Cool. And it was born in Works Drift. Okay, we're probably going to have to turn on 10% on the slider soon, because we're... Unsurprisingly, we got a lot of war weariness. Hopefully Napoleon will flip out of Buddhism soon. The fact that we've got this brothers and sisters in the faith unhappiness is pretty annoying. All right. Okay, let's get that. We have them here. We could go police state if we have to. I really would prefer not to, though, because I'd have to eat a turn of anarchy, which I don't want. And I don't want to be in that civic long term. All right, let's get the terrain reveal over here. All right. Let's see. So he's got his units in 2 big stacks here. First this stack, then that stack. Well, we'll hit whatever we can. We only have so many of these airships, but we'll hit whatever we can. You can see we're doing a fair amount of damage with the airships. Now we still have the ones in Airship Central. I'd rather use them against the Knights too. And I have 1 in Diet of Worms. Yeah, I hit all the Knights and got like the top 20% off. Okay, time to start hitting these stacks. Now I have a lot of units that are injured, but I don't want to stop here. I want to keep smacking these guys. All right. That's actually a Zara rifle, not one of mine. I was going to move this guy up here, but I might need this guy to attack. All right, so let's start clearing guys out. I can hit with just about every... I'm going to probably use the rest of my catapults on this stack, but the smaller stack, I think we can... Well, there's a lot of units in that smaller stack, too. If you're curious about the power graph last turn, yeah. We've got a nice little shark fin going, and now we're going to try to wipe out as much of the rest as we can this turn. Oh, he also has 2 random units down here. Okay, well, those units are in range of the guys from here. I'll take a 91%. Can clear out the city garrison just to kill more units. And then we have more units coming in over here, but we got to finish the destruction of his army first before we... I mean, once we finish this off, it should be pretty free reign just to tear through the rest of his territory. Like, you can see, the actual cities don't have much in the way of defenders. All right. Where do we have healthy units? Let's try to use... A lot of these rifles are in promotions. Like, do we have odds? No, we don't have odds in that battle. We do want to be careful, though. Like, I don't want to just throw units away. But if I can get 95% odds, I'm going to take it. Like, you need to heal, obviously. You took too much damage there. We are absolutely... You took too much damage there as well. You staying there. You, though, you can... Like, if I get over 90%, I'm taking the odds. That's a little low. I don't really want that, but I might still use you to clean up an injured unit later on. All right. I'd rather have everyone attacking from the same tile. That way they're grouped together. All right. I mean, you can see we're working on this stack. It's just there's so many units to chew through. And then this stack behind it is gargantuan as well. But we're working on it. All right. I have to make sure he doesn't run a stack up here. I'd like to get at least... I should get at least 1 rifle up here, but I don't know if I can get any in range. Because he does have some knights in here. It could go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he could race up there. It's a little bit unlikely, but he could race his knights up there. All right, anyway. Well, healthy guys. Only, oh, okay. There's a lot of pikes in that stack, so that means we want to use our rifles to hit this stack. A lot of pikes. I mean, you can see we are just killing so many units. All right, you can heal. You're not. I'm not throwing you away for no reason. All right, 81. I can probably get better odds than that. I'll take a 93. I mean, I'm not losing like anything here. Good thing I drafted all those rifles, right? I mean, sometimes it can feel like it's like overkill, but it's actually not. Like it's not overkill. All right, do I have another healthy guy here? Because I don't really want to send. No, that's silly. I don't really want to send in knights here or calves here, but I might have to because I'm kind of running out of these other units. Like I'm kind of running out of the other units. All right, well, a lot of you guys are starting to get pretty beat up. We might not be able to wipe this stack, the one in the back. Combat 5. Oh my god. Only 75%. Yeah, the pikes are a little... Oh, he has a formation. He has 2 formation pikes. Those are the ones that are going to be nasty to kill. Yeah, I'm not sending in guys that are less than full health against a formation pike. I think we're just going to have to kill the smaller stack here. Because I just have too many injured units. I mean, I've already killed a tremendous number this turn. But I'll send this in. This is like the best I think I can do. We still won, fortunately. The catapults I'm saving for this stack back here. I'm going to save them this turn, and then we'll hit that stack with them next turn. All right. The remaining pikes should not be anywhere near as tough to kill. Because they do not have formation, which is the anti-horse promotion. All right, now can we maybe send in one of these guys? Oh no, there's still a knight in this. Oh, okay, still a knight in the stack. Well, that's annoying. My guy that gives the extra visibility does not have the same 90% odds. I'm a little surprised I haven't lost at the 90%. I've been having really good luck at the 90% odds. So you can see, even though this stuff is like really outdated, it still takes a while to kill everything because there's just so many units. Like it quantity really does matter in Civ 4. All right, almost got through all his pikes. I actually could have used even more. Oh, we finally lost one. Okay, I was expecting to lose one at some point. I was certainly, given the amount of 90% I was winning, it was certainly time for me to lose a battle somewhere. Well, losing 2 of them was a little unfortunate. Maybe I should have gone shock promotion. It's just the shock promotion does not hold much value after this. Although I keep saying that, so maybe I should have. All right, we'll take another 99. What? We lost a 99-3? What? Oh my god. What? That was my sentry guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. I mean, it does happen eventually, but still, seriously. All right, well, this guy now can clean up at 99%. All right. Now I need a cav unit to kill this guy so he can get back. All right. And we won't try to... I had another full health cav there. Oh, that's okay. We won't try to clean this stack this turn. We'll do that next turn. Okay, and then the rest of you guys are just healing. And then hopefully we can kill the rest of this stack on the following turn, because we're going to hit it with our siege. I'll leave the 2 calves in here. He has 4 knights that can attack. I mean, if they all go up there, they can probably take it, but I don't actually think they're going to do that. And these guys can come back with the other workers now. Now, if you wanted to, this stack could hit my stack here and probably wipe it out, but it would cost him a lot of his stack to do it. in which case I'd be able to wipe out the rest of his stack. So if that happens, it happens. It's not... I would prefer he just moves this unit somewhere random, but if it happens, it happens. We're not going to be able to wipe him without... Okay, that's not really where I want the Great General. Let's stay out of the ice field so I don't lose another Great General. Let's stay out of the ice field. If you haven't watched before, I lost a Great General to a Barbarian that spawned in the ice field, incredibly, on a previous session. All right. Yeah, you can move up there. All right. My poor sentry. I mean, we don't really need the sentry at this point, but yeah. Okay, so we just have this stack. Let's try and see if we can wipe this. And I really do need to stop. It looks like he attacked some of my stack, but not all of it. Do the jail. Oh, hello. There's enemy units here. Okay, well, we can wipe that. I wasn't expecting... I didn't see that. That's fine, though. We'll get them, too. Bank. To the observatory. Wait, what? There was an extra specialist there. We could use the health. What the heck? What is this? A grenadier and a cat. Okay. Now I have... Can I reach that with this? No, I'm out of range. Okay, never mind then. Alright, just got random marauders over here. Alright. It's annoying that that guy's up on top of a hill. Look at it, look at it. We're starting to get some pretty serious war weariness, unfortunately. I got to keep spending here, but the important thing is that we kill these. Alright, we should probably use some promotion, shouldn't we? By the way, if you're curious about the shark fin from last turn, yeah, shark, yeah, more forest preserves. You can see it's definitely dropping pretty fast. It always takes another turn on the bar graph to pop up. All right, and then there's a random mace over here. %. Okay, I can't imagine that this city is gonna flip in like, there's like one turn where I have units moved out. All right, so I took care of that. The Zara graphs. Zara, I mean, you can see Zara's he's only gaining like 250 culture per turn. Again, he has like no cottages, so his culture rate is really pathetic on this map. So it's pretty sad. All right. So what actually attacked me on the inner turn is the question. On the inner turn, he attacked with some... Oh, he sent his knights and they hit the stack. He killed one unit and I killed like 4 of them. That's a good result. All right, yeah, now we just need to wipe this stack. So is it in range from here? I don't think it is. So let's recon just to see that there's nothing sneaking up on us over here. Which there does not appear to be. Okay, but I've got plenty of airships ready to go. So we're just going to start smacking this stack. This stack has musketeers in it, so it's a little meatier, but I've got my siege ready to go. And this is like the last stack of his. After this, we've kind of wiped him. I mean, he had a massive military in this game. Like, let's not kid ourselves, but... This is still a pretty big stack, but alright. Catapults, I salute you. Time for you to become the world's bravest competitors here. Only did collateral to 3 units. I'm just going to send in the catapults. I guess I'll save the trebuchets. Pretty good collateral damage. Alright, we softened them up. Yep, that stack's pretty chewed up at this point. All right. I would actually like to kill this knight too, because I would really like to move these calves down here to hit this stack. but I can't take the risk of this guy just going 1, 1, 2, and into the city. So, or you know what I could do? I could just kill this guy with this right here. There we go. Now I don't have to worry about deed of war. Well, actually, something could run down up from up here. Dang it. I should have moved another one mover down there. Oh, that's anyway, that's fine. Theater Worms is not going to get captured. I'd be surprised if it did. 1, 2, 3. We'll keep the 1 unit up there. Or actually, no. Oh, that's right. We get flanking damage. You know what we'll do? We'll run an injured unit up there. Because this guy's full health. Alright. 99.8. Now it's time for feasting again. Here, this guy's kind of injured. You can run up there. That way we at least have 1 unit in there, so it's not completely undefended. Alright. There's a lot of units here, so we're just gonna attack, and as I said, it's free eating time again. I wish I had blitz promotion I could attack again. We want guys that are full health, though. Most of the guys in this stack are not. We get the flanking damage, though. That's nice. We're going to kill a lot of these. There's only 1 trebuchet left. We killed a trebuchet just by flanking damage. Any of these guys full health? No, they need to keep healing. But we have healthy guys here, so... Oh, never mind. We actually killed a lot of them with our flank attack. Oh, I should probably turn research on for steam power. Alright, well, we wiped out all the siege by flanking them. We killed all his trebuchets by flanking them to death. Yeah, and we got... Oh, that's right. I already attacked with that guy. I do not have blitz. I am not... Alright, you guys that have already attacked, you can just chill. Alright, you're at 14.6 out of 15. Alright. I mean, and this is the end of Napoleon's stack, which means it's essentially the end of his game. This actually feels a lot like an AI Survivor game. Napoleon gets a conquest, kills somebody, but then his military gets outdated and he just gets run over. Feels a lot like an AI Survivor game. There's still a lot of units there. Just, do we have enough attackers to kill them all? This guy can take a promotion, so... 98%. Yeah, you can take a promotion as well. Probably should have taken pinch there, but... you know what? You can take pinch. That'll give you a... Well, that makes you face the longbow. We're almost there. Well, actually, there's a 6 on that crossbow, so there's a lot of units still here to kill. But, I should probably not take 87%, but I'm in bloodlust mode now. Ah, we finally lost an 89%. We're just trying to wipe as much of the stack as we can. I mean, I'm not going to turn down 89%. We got another great general. I don't know why they're all being born in Rourke's Drift. Apparently the AI really wants me to have great people down there. Civ7's all the way up to 14 viewers. Nice. Hey, I mean, you gotta start somewhere. I'll take 88%. That's good enough. That is not good enough, though. Not 5 health. All right. And you also are at 5 health. Okay. So now we got to start relying on our rifles. Oh, wait a minute. No, this guy can promote. Get a nice. I mean, we have killed so many units. All right. Now for rifles. Yeah, but the stack just keeps going. There's just so many enemy units in here. 6 health is too low. This is not, though. I'll take the 90%. That's probably too low, but let's wait and see. Your time may come. I'll take 91%. Are you getting tired of the victory horn yet? Wasn't it a good thing I drafted all those rifles earlier? I I should be getting tired of hearing this sound, but it's the victory sound, so I'm actually not that tired of hearing it. Oh, this guy's at 1 health. Well, that's probably a little too low. There's just a couple units left. All right. Do we have anything? I mean, do I have anything left that can still kill this target? I'm almost out. Oh, no. I took the 84%. I'm almost entirely out of attacks, though. All right, 68% is too low. And so, yeah, that's too low. All right, I think we're out of guys. Oh, wait, no, we still have some cav. Oh, no, this cav can still get 93%. We'll take it. 89%, sure. Back in the city, you heal a little faster. All right, you're still healing. 60%. I don't think that that's worth it. I think we just heal you. And yeah, that's not worth it. All right. Okay, so there are still 4 units alive, but we killed so many units. Napoleon is freaking dead at this point. Like, let's just be honest, he's done. We don't need the trebuchets. And the workers are fine for that. I mean, he probably will wipe out this guy these guys are by themselves, but that's basically it. And I'll road this tile next turn, but I can't do it just yet. Okay. That was a good turn. Pretty much wipe the floor with this guy. We'll rebase these guys into Theater of Worms there. That was good stuff. I actually need to do some more drafting, but I'm gonna stop here because I'm pretty tired. These are long sessions and we're getting a lot done. But yeah, we'll stop. Okay, you guys can chill there for right now. Oh, I need one of these guys to be a medic unit. One of these guys can take medic and heal the guys who are on the same tile. Heal. Alright, there we go. Alright. We can probably kill that. We should kill that. Oops. Excuse me, Zara. One of these guys is full health. Go kill that. Okay. Alright. Can we see the shark fin? Yeah. Here, let me save the game. I'll just hit next turn and then we'll just look at it real quick. Okay. Just let it save. And that'll let me have time to draft and whatnot. But yeah, we've wiped his military. He's done. Okay, come on, finish saving. All right. Okay, I'm just clicking on whatever. All right. Just wanted to see this. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's pretty much it. So that was about, what, 3 or 4 turns? We just completely wiped his entire military. Yep. So, yep, he's pretty done at this point. Now we just have to, now we get the spoils of war. Now we just go take his cities. And that's probably what we do the next session. All right, folks. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. These turns are long and tiring, but we're really making progress. I think we'll be able to run over Napoleon in the next session, and then we'll deal with Zara, and then that'll be that. All right. Thanks so much, folks. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you next week. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.